Hey everybody, welcome. This is No Bones About Wrestling, and I'm one of your hosts, Asa. K Fabulous will be here at some point, and tonight we're doing a watch along. Collision starts in just a minute after Luke and Leia get dropped off to their respective what do we say, foster parents. I'll call them foster parents. But yeah, they're getting dropped off, and Collision's going to start. And then we have Rampage at 10 o'clock. So go home shows for All Out tomorrow. Our coverage starts at 6:25. The 0 hour starts at 6:30, and the pay-per-view starts at 8 tomorrow. And if you want to check out, we did an All Out preview and prediction show last night, and that is on YouTube. It's on Twitch. It's on X if you want to see it. Is it on audio? Yeah. It's on wherever you get podcasts too. The All Out prediction and preview show. So yeah, check it out. It was a good show, if I say so myself. Pretty informative and entertaining, as we try to be here. But yeah, welcome. Thanks for joining us. If you got stuff to say tonight, say it. We love talking to you. All we ask is, usually keep it about AEW, mostly, and definitely be a nice person, be polite, because otherwise you're getting kicked out. But yeah, welcome. Should be an entertaining show. I know one of the matches is an 8-man tag. I think the main event on Collision is an 8-man tag with the Young Bucks, Okada, and Jack Perry, all of whom are champions. And then they're facing Will Ospreay, who's the international champion, and the World Trios champions, Pac, Claudio Castagnoli, and Wheeler Yuta. I believe that's the match. So 8-man tag. Everyone has a belt in the tag. So I'm not sure if we've seen that before in AEW. So that'll be interesting to see. There's some other matches announced. I don't know. Wolf usually. What?
I can tell you.
Okay.
You got Konosuke Takeshita versus the Beast Mortos
Ooh.
for the spot in the.
Right. Those three. Okay. You got Konosuke. Okada is defending his Continental title on the pay-per-view tomorrow, and there are 3 matches to determine his opponents for a 4-way dance match. And we have Konosuke Takeshita versus the Beast Mortos. We have Brian Keith versus Orange Cassidy. And we have Lance Archer versus Mark Briscoe.
Ring of Honor World Champion Mark Briscoe.
Right, Ring of Honor World Champion Mark Briscoe. So whoever wins those 3 matches, which will be Orange Cassidy, Mark Briscoe, and Takeshita, they will face Okada for the belt tomorrow night. So yeah, there's 3 matches, and right now we're seeing Hangman burn down Swerve's childhood home. Very tragic. Very entertaining. It's nice. I really appreciate that AEW is trying to tell stories more, but they have definitely taken too much time out of their shows to do it. So they need to find, on Dynamite at least. Collision and Rampage have been fine, but on Dynamite they've started taking way too much time to have backstage skits and promos and interviews and contract signings and all that stuff. There's too much of it. It's not that it's bad or not entertaining. Like I said, it's just there's too much of it. More wrestling, less of that. I think most of us AEW fans, I think that's what we want. If I'm wrong, tell me. If that's not what you want, tell me. Let's talk about it. Oh, John Moxley is on Collision tonight, apparently. All right.
Champion there's Marina Shafir earlier today. I have been playing havoc at AEW.
He says he wants to talk to Darby Allin, but that's all we know. We don't know what's up with Moxley and Marina Shafir now.
What you've been saying in the ring about this not being your company anymore, and about Darby Allin has been the talk of the wrestling world. The 3-time world champion is in the building. He's here, and I guarantee you he's going to make a statement verbally, if not physically. But Tony, plenty of action to come still here tonight.
I'll be back in 3 seconds.
a triple header collision, followed by Rampage at 10-9 Central, and then the countdown is coming up tonight. And tonight on Collision, an all-star 8-man match of champions, world champion Brian Anderson, teams with Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta, and Pat, of course, the trio champs against the
All right, sorry about that. I had no water. I gotta have water if I'm talking so much. RB065, what up? Happy Friday. Yeah, happy Friday to everybody. At least everybody who works, who works like that. I'm a little tired, sorry. Not totally with it tonight, but we're gonna stay up till 11. We're gonna watch these shows. They're going over the card right now, and as I said, K Fabulous is going to join me in just a little bit here.
That's right. And who will those opponents be? Tonight, Nigel, pre-continental contender matchups. The first one between Orange Jesse and Brian Pete. Plenty of heat between the.
Yeah, it should be a good collision. I don't know if they've announced anything for Rampage. That match there, I would love if Mortos would win, but there's no chance in hell. Matt Briscoe versus Archer to open collision. That's pretty cool. That one I could see going either way, but I think, Briscoe's going to win.
So it's all tonight. Let's go.
Yep. Here comes Lance Archer. In gold and white. Lance Archer. I've never seen that before. He looks like a genie. What?
He's wearing gold and white. He's with the righteous.
Oh yeah. That is that stable still together on Ring of Honor? Does anybody? We only watch the Ring of Honor pay-per-views. Is that faction still together with Lance Archer and the Righteous? See, RB065. To me, Marina has the best submission. This can go either way. Wait, what?
This match can go either way.
Oh, so that's not related. Marina has the best submission, and this can go either way. Not related. Yeah, I could see this one going either way. Yeah, exactly. The other ones, I think, are pretty. The Cassidy and the Takeshita, I think, are pretty predictable, but we'll see. I hope I'm wrong. I love to be, I love to be wrong. I love to be surprised.
The bell finally ready to get this match underway. Briscoe starting.
I don't know where they are, but they're definitely behind Briscoe, who's bloodied already. Arby said, I meant Marina Shafir. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, and I do wonder what Moxley and Shafir, what's going on. Is Moxley going to invite Darby to a new faction? Most people think Moxley wants to fight Darby. That seems like it, but I really don't know. It definitely feels like Moxley feels like he's out of the BCC to me. It feels like this is a new thing altogether. He hasn't said anything to that effect, but that's what I feel like is happening. Because Yuta and Claudio and Danielson have been, hanging out together, going into the ring after each other's matches, all that stuff, but not Moxley. So I feel like he's out of the BCC, which could open the door for them to invite Pac to join the BCC, which I think would be fitting, totally fitting if they invite him. I mean, he is World Trios champion with Castagnoli and Yuta, so why not just go ahead and add him? RBO65 saying the more the reason to watch All Out. I can't wait. Yeah, same here. I can't wait. I think it's gonna be a great show. AEW, they usually pack some surprises in for their pay-per-views. That's always fun. So who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? We got some returns rumored to be happening soon. Miro is back in the country. I think he's expected to be back on television soon. Who am I missing? Jay White, whose injury he's been gone a little bit, and his injury I heard was not that severe. So I'd expect Jay White to be returning any day, and he's been sorely missed. That faction, they need the fourth guy, Jay White, to balance them out. I feel like, be great to have him back. Because with like Juice Robinson and the Guns, they're almost faces, because you can't cheer against Juice. I mean, I can't at least. So, yeah, they need Jay White to make them a heel faction, if that's what they're gonna do. And Briscoe threw his bloody shirt at a kid in the audience. Jesus Christ! The kid feigned away from it. Yeah, man, Briscoe's bleeding a lot from his eye area, his orbital area. But yeah, RB, yeah, All Out's gonna be awesome. I expect, And Archer is I think that's Briscoe's blood. um, yeah, every AEW pay per view is awesome except All Out, or not All Out, excuse me, World's End last year, December 2023. That one was not so great. All the other ones I've seen have been fantastic. It's weird. They just had that one, aberration. I don't know what happened. I don't know. But that pay per view definitely did not work out. And then they had that anticlimactic devil reveal. Instead of anything being like supernatural or big or scary or anything like that or significant, it was just Adam Cole sitting in a fucking folding chair. Didn't really work for me or a lot of other people. And of course, didn't get followed up. I mean, then he gave the same promo 2 weeks in a row, and then disappeared from television. I think. Yeah, that was a whole mess with the devil and the Undisputed Kingdom thing. But we're past that now. I think. I don't know. I feel like when Cole returns, they're just gonna. I feel like they're just past that. I feel like they're gonna forget all that stuff. And yeah. We got Briscoe catching fire, chopping Archer, getting reversed into the corner hard there. Yeah, so advertised, like I said, we got 4 matches here on Collision, I think. And so let's see, RBO65. What hurts the storyline the most was injuries. Yeah, definitely. Adam Cole's injury just killed that storyline dead, unfortunately.
Well, then MJF's injury.
Oh yeah, MJF's injury also. Yeah,
Because it caused
right. I forgot about that.
And also disappeared from television.
Yeah, I mean that was a shame. They built that up for so long, and then both of the guys got injured. That was some bad luck there for AEW. And we're back from the picture-in-picture, and this has been a good brawl so far. But I don't think it matters much what men make the match. I think Okada's winning, no doubt. I'll be shocked if he loses the Continental title.
I think it will impact the quality of the match potentially.
Yeah, that's K Fabulous. If you go, I think she's joining us.
I am. Hi, sorry.
It's K Fabulous.
Hey. Sorry I was late. I'm making cupcakes.
Can't wait.
Because how better to celebrate a double watch along
Mm-hmm.
and a triple watch along weekend than cupcakes?
If you count last night, wait, what was last night? Thursday. Oh, that
Last
was
night.
not a watch along yet. Yeah. But last night, if you missed it, we did a all-out prediction preview show, and you can catch that. It's on YouTube, it's on Twitch, it's on X, it's on audio, on wherever you get podcasts. It's on there. Just search for No Bones About Wrestling, and you'll find it. Neither man really being able to take much advantage. Archer's definitely started the match with the advantage, but they're going back and forth now.
Oh, those are different from the white and gold pants he wore when he teamed with the Righteous. That's what I get for correcting you without looking at the television.
And so to remind you, whoever gets the most predictions correct between myself, K Fabulous, and Wolf, who's not here tonight, but he will be joining us tomorrow night. And he better be, because he's the prediction champion.
Yep.
So he'll be stripped if he doesn't show up. But whoever gets the most predictions wins the No Bones About Wrestling Prediction Championship belt here.
Spoiler alert, it's going to be me.
No, we'll see. I feel pretty confident. I think we all feel pretty confident, though.
I did the worst I've ever done at All In. And so this is going to be my redemption.
I think you went, like 4 for 8. Is that right? 5 for 10, however many matches there
It
were?
was not good. I was I was at like 50%, which is, luckily I've never been below 50%, but I've also never been below like 80%. And so.
Yeah, you have.
No.
Yes, you have. I'll show you.
When I lost the belt to you, I was at 60.
Times.
But I've never been at 50.
No. But yeah, so Wolf's the current champion. Been the champion for a month and a half, but he doesn't physically have the belt because he lives in Michigan. So the belt's here with me, but he's the champion.
And I think, with the exception of this past time and the 2 shows you had the belt for, yeah, so it makes sense. I did better than you every other time.
I see.
I'm very competitive.
Yes.
Like, it's a fault. I'm so competitive.
And chokeslam there couldn't put Briscoe away. That's a good way to start the show here.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody bleeding in the first match, that's my kind of thing. Really set the tone for the evening. I like it.
As long as the opponent keeps that person's blood out of their mouth, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. That's a little
disgusting.
A little.
A little? That's someone else's blood.
Yeah, I hear you.
You should, next year, when I have to do my annual bloodborne pathogens training, I'll do it at home so you can see what's up.
You want me to taste the blood?
What? No, I want you to watch my training about how blood is dangerous. I have to do every year. Yeah, we have to do the same 3 trainings every year.
Archer flipped off Briscoe, but he got a lariat on his throat. Briscoe looking for the froggy bow. Yep. That may be it. Yep.
My guy won.
And Briscoe is in the match tomorrow night. First man taking on Okada in the match.
Do you know why he has a 13 tattooed on his neck?
Oh. I think a lot of people will get like a 13. I don't know why it's so prominent, like on his neck. That's pretty prominent. A lot of people get that because just like either saying I got bad luck or saying, fuck that, No such thing as luck. You know what I mean?
I had no idea. I always assumed it was like their like basketball number or something when they used to play sports.
That was my basketball number.
I know.
It's all tonight here on TBS in this all-out weekend from the great city of
That's also the date every month of our month anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
We got married on October 13th.
Friday the
Friday,
13th.
Friday
Let's say
the
Friday the 13th.
It was awesome.
It was awesome.
We got to have lots of Halloweeny decorations.
and his crew, the Living Tree, standing by.
Oh, there's Jericho and his buddies.
As we've seen recently, the conglomeration is such a well-run machine. Each member of that team, a very important cog in the wheel that makes them roll. From Orange Cassidy to Mark Briscoe to Kyle O'Reilly to Tomohiro Ishii. One of my favorite opponents ever in AEW. One of the toughest men I've ever faced. But it's time for him to go back to Japan. And even though I'd love to wrestle with him again here in AEW, now's just not the right time.
Time is the most valuable commodity that the human race possesses. But unfortunately,
Big Bill, very prolific now.
must run out
I like it.
for every man. Every man, especially this one.
Oh shit!
Sayonara, Ishii. What happened? Somebody get a doctor.
They murdered a she.
Was that Rocky Romero? Yes.
That's a she.
I was talking about the guy in the green shirt who rushed in
Oh.
with Bryce Remsburg, the ref.
Okay.
And then there was.
And I was right.
The conglomeration not at full speed.
I couldn't tell the difference between those two.
I don't know.
They look nothing alike.
I don't know. So RB saying action-packed start to the show. Yeah, definitely. All right. RB said we were talking about blood. Said didn't stop Hangman to drink Swerve's blood. Yeah, that was pretty surprising when that happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was when everyone was like, "Whoa, this match is
Yeah.
getting fucking crazy." Yeah.
Tony Khan.
When was? Oh fuck! The goddamned Iron Savages.
Tony Khan needs to have all of his wrestlers do the bloodborne pathogens training. I don't understand how it's not an OSHA violation to drink your opponent's blood.
Tony Khan needs to fire the Iron Savages. Well, it's not OSHA because these aren't employees; they're independent contractors.
I think you still have to follow OSHA regulations if you're an independent contractor.
I don't know.
Like our custodians are independently contracted out through a different company, but they have to follow the school's OSHA regulations.
Yeah, this with the fucking the titties, titty city. Look at this, and him showing his fucking tits off to the other man, and them talking about licking assholes, which they don't do anymore, but they used to talk about eating ass and licking assholes and shit.
That was like all they talked about.
That was all they talked about. Yeah, when they came on the scene was eating ass and licking on assholes. And fuck these guys, and they suck at wrestling. Get these guys off the screen. I fucking hate the Iron Savages.
When they first started, were they supposed, like as Bear Country, were they supposed to be like the gay bears?
I assume so.
They were heels. I'm always surprised when AEW uses like a gay character as a heel.
Gay people can be bad.
I'm aware of that. But they're such a liberal company. Like, for that to be the basis, like their gimmick is that they're mean gays is really odd.
They're mean gay people.
Yeah, but
Okay,
You don't
and they
see-
got good gay people like Anthony Bowens. It
I-
doesn't matter. Their sexuality doesn't matter.
my point is that you don't see straight heels talking about licking ass and sucking dick and whatever, you know? Like
Well,
the female heels
you know, I think-
don't talk about that.
I think as a rule, it seems like gay people are more open about their sexuality than straight people.
Yeah, I
you
feel
know,
like
I-
that's like largely well, that's not true. Never mind. Yeah, I agree. with you.
That's 100% true. Yes.
Well, I was gonna say largely in the media, like, because you have to remember, for a long time, like most gay people were not out of the closet, so they were not very open about their sexuality.
I'm talking
'cause
about
that's
now.
secret.
I'm not talking about 40 years ago, 50 years ago. I'm talking about now.
20 years ago.
So Arby said they need to go back to being Bear Mountain. They have potential. All right, if you see the potential, good. I fucking hate these guys. I really, if you can't tell. I mean, they can't. They're just not good. They're not good, and I hate their whole act. All right, I'll stop now. And they're taking on the grizzled young vets here. The grizzled young veterans, whatever you want to call them.
Tag has made great tag. Great tag by Gibson. What did I tell you, Tag? These guys are absolutely incredible. He's hand up with the tag.
We went to see Collision last year in was it in Greensboro, North Carolina, and the Iron Savages were on the card, and Brock Anderson was on the card, and I was like, man, we should have gotten at least like a quarter of our money back. I think we got to see CM Punk team up with FTR. That was cool, and we got to see the House of Black. Yeah, I think it was Punk and look at that. Speak of FTR, here they are.
Taking the shirt off. I think they've come to talk. That's blowing kisses there. Doesn't seem to be concerned if Dax walks in the ring.
Alexa, how much time is left on the timer? You have 3 minutes and 20 seconds left and 19 minutes time.
Someone was going to stop.
FTR taking it to the grizzled young veterans.
Good. I mean, I can't.
Drake and Gibson. Watch out. Drake trying to get away. Get out of there. Wait, no, FTR was setting up for the shot machine. And Jeff Jameson. Raising the hands of FTR. He's been drinking that savage.
What a mess.
Grizzled young veterans beat the Iron Savages in a
Squash match?
I don't know, it was a nothing match.
Why don't they make a tag team out of the wrestlers they're not putting on television instead of importing one that hasn't signed
Because
with the
they're
company?
very popular independent tag team.
I know.
So that's why.
I know. You could always make a popular tag team in your own company.
Well, obviously they think they're more skilled than just making up a tag team.
Yeah.
Tag team wrestling, not easy.
Oh, I'm aware.
It's hard enough to do it one-on-one,
Yeah.
you know?
It's my favorite kind of wrestling. I think. At least at the start of AEW it was.
Yeah, I don't know if it's my favorite. I mean, I love it. You know, I can't. It's hard to say it's my favorite. It's because it's fun in a different way. Because the matches can be so different.
I just love the. Like, I'm not talking about tag matches where they just throw 2 rando solo wrestlers together, but like real tag teams that have a tag team finisher and like know what their partner is thinking makes the matches very exciting.
RB saying the introduction of grizzled young veterans seems to spark the tag team division. Yeah, I agree. I'm not big fan of them, but you're right. Before them, there were hardly any tag team matches. Yeah, the division had kind of died, you know, and now the Lucha Brothers supposedly are heading to that other company, and that sucks. I mean, those are 2 of my favorite wrestlers, and that's the loss, you know.
That's the worst loss in my opinion.
That's a big loss, you know. CM Punk was a loss, was a big financial loss, but as far as talent, the Lucha Brothers have been the biggest loss.
Well, and the Lucha Brothers weren't like decimating the feel of the company for the other employees.
Yeah. Yeah, no, getting
Allegedly.
getting rid of CM Punk seemed to be a gain. Yeah, a lot of things seemed to improve after he got fired.
Someone referred to it as having like a cloud lifted. Someone else referred to it as having like a cancer removed.
Yeah,
Not very flattering.
happened. Yeah, just over a year ago now. Feels like longer. Really does.
Cupcake time.
But yeah, we'll see how the grizzled young veterans, how they adapt to the tag team scene. Yeah, we've got FTR, grizzled young vets. Unfortunately, we have the Iron Savages. We got the Young Bucks still around. The Acclaimed, yeah. So yeah, we got and several I've left off as well.
Undisputed Kingdom.
All right, that's enough.
Private party.
Top Flight, Private Party, Undisputed Kingdom. There you go. There's more. They got a bunch of good tag teams. Is the point of it? So yeah, the division just have more matches, and the division will be, will be awesome like it once was. So I think they're getting there. I feel like they are rebuilding the tag team division. Yeah. Oh, I love trios wrestling too. They in Mexico especially, you'll see a lot of trios matches. And they'll do the rules where if a man gets thrown out of the ring, a teammate can just hop in. They don't have to tag. Like I said, a guy can just hop in just so the action doesn't stop. And that's a really cool rule that you'll see in Mexican wrestling. I wish they would work it that way in AEW. A lot of times in AEW, just the rules break down, and we got 6 men in the ring all at once. Which I wish they would take just a little more care of letting that happen. If it happens every trios match, it doesn't come off as like wild or unexpected, or if you got all 6 men fighting. Like I said, just have it happen a little less. I feel like.
At All Out for the Continental title, that would mean a very full schedule for you. How are you handling all this pressure, knowing what we just saw the learning tree do to Tomohiro Ishii?
Yeah, my schedule may be full. But you know what isn't? My backpack.
Huh.
So while Kyle's checking on Tomohiro Ishii, I'm going to go down to that ring, and I'm going to punch Brian Keith right in the face for what he did.
Damn.
Then, tomorrow at All Out, I'm going to take that Continental Championship and put it in my backpack right next to the $7,000 in cash. See ya.
Wait, so Orange is bringing the $7,000 in cash to the pay-per-view? Is that
To this one. It's a
no? To the pay-per-view.
wow.
Wait, no. So he said
On Dynamite, he said that if
no. He just said
that was it.
he'll win the belt tomorrow and put it in his backpack with $7,000 cash. So he's brought it tonight. The $7,000 is what he's saying. I feel like.
Yeah, he was supposed to bring it tonight. That's what I was saying on Dynamite. He told Brian Keith he would have it with him.
All right, I just wanted to be straight.
Especially here inside the place,
Orange, yeah, there. He's been giving out friendship bracelets as of late, but thankfully there's no feuds happening over them. RB saying, I remember ECW incorporated that Mexican rule in one of the pay-per-views. Yep. We might see if CMLL and AEW do a joint show. Yeah. I would love to do. I mean, Forbidden Door is cool, but I would love to see just an AEW and CMLL show. That would be awesome. That'd be awesome.
They've kind of been doing that with the CMLL shows. Like, there's been multiple AEW wrestlers in their last few shows.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be like 1 or 2 matches. I'm talking about do the whole bless you. I'm talking about do the whole card. AEW versus CMLL,
Sorry, I have allergies.
Sneezing for 2 goddamn days.
Yeah.
I
I ran out of my allergy medicine.
go buy some.
I have to get it refilled. It's a prescription.
Oh. Here comes Brian Keith. who has no chance of winning this match.
Correct.
Nothing against him, I think he's all right, but no chance here.
That's how it always looks. How can you tell he's not?
But yeah, we were talking. Was it last night? The night before? I don't know. We've been on a lot this week. We were saying we're gonna do. Somebody suggested it, and we're gonna do a CMLL, like a watch along at some point very soon, and all try to learn more about lucha libre because it is quite different from American wrestling. So I'll announce that on X when we do it, but it'll be very soon in the next couple weeks here.
Oh, those conglomeration shirts are ugly. You were correct.
Yeah.
They look
Was
like,
he wearing it?
yeah.
Oh,
They look like those butterfly alphabet posters that sometimes teachers have in their like little kid classrooms, where it's like close-ups of things in nature, mostly butterfly wings that have like the letter shapes in them. I don't like it. And yeah, it looks very serial killery, which I like serial killer TV shows, but not mixed in with my wrestling.
yeah. I think the only
That is a hilarious joke.
Arby said we always compare apples to oranges. Now we have a match between them. Ha! Good point.
Hey, Tyler.
Tyler says, "Yo, hey, what's up, Tyler?" Hey, yeah, that was a good joke, Arby. That's fine. I didn't even think about that. That's funny. Yeah, the Bad Apple, Brian Keith versus Orange Cassidy. And we could get the triple threat and get the other food man in here and get Juice Robinson.
Oh.
Who else has a food name? Is that it?
I was like, is there someone named Beef something? What?
Look at this. Rolling it out for the ring board right
Mm, I think those are the only three.
Yeah, you're talking about serial killers. There used to be somebody with it was an implied serial killer gimmick. I think his name was, God, this was a long time ago. I feel like his name was like Strange Norman or something like that. In the late '80s, early '90s. He was a big fat white guy who wrestled in like a convict suit.
Huh.
I think that was his name. It was like Strange Norman or Crazy Norman or something like that. And I assume they picked Norman, because of the Psycho book and movie.
Wait, there's a book?
It was based on a book, yes.
Is the book called Psycho?
I'm not sure.
Have you read it?
No.
How have you not read it, and how did I not know it existed? That's crazy.
I don't know.
I think the Righteous would get a lot more over as like a cool heel faction if they did like a serial killer cult angle instead of just a cult angle.
Yeah.
And plus they would wear so much white, like it's just asking for them to have blood all over them.
I think maybe their standards and practices might be against that. But if the standards and practices didn't interfere, yeah, do it over like 3 months, have them get more and more followers, more and more, and then eventually they drink their fucking Kool-Aid and we see, like 40 people die at once on Dynamite.
Oh no,
that's just my idea.
My idea is to have random people like disappear periodically from backstage. And there's no explanation for a really long time. And then like the Righteous are acting weirder and weirder and stranger and stranger. And they're accidentally leaving behind clues that some clever babyface figures out.
And so people disappear from television?
Yes.
That could be cool.
Think about how many people they're not even putting on television. They have like a list of like 80 people that could just disappear.
Yeah.
They show up one episode backstage and then never seen again.
Well, but you got to take away people that the fans, that we will care if they disappear,
I think eventually. I think you can start with
Start with somebody big.
No, see,
Start with big. Start big.
Because they're not trying to get caught. I think start small.
Start with a big star so people give a fuck. Kidnap like fucking Orange Cassidy. Have him disappear, yeah.
I want them to die. Not real life, obviously, but I want their thing to be that they're serial killers. I don't want Orange Cassidy to disappear from TV forever.
Talking about serial killer gimmicks, Connie the Cook, what's up?
Hey.
Says Danny Spivey did a Max Katie gimmick. Forget his name. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that one. I don't know. I know Danny Spivey, but I've never heard of that gimmick he did. No. I'll check it out. Tyler says, I hate Tony Khan so much because his dad is a football owner. He owns the Jags in the NFL in America. Tony Khan needs to focus on his dad's football team. Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Tony Khan needs to focus on his dad's football team. Tony Khan is booking bad. Okay.
I think he has just spread.
Oh, Connie the Cook says from Cape Fear. I knew that name sounded familiar. Max
Yeah.
Cady, the killer in Cape Fear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a movie. If y'all don't know, takes place it's Cape Fear, North Carolina, and yeah, and yeah, Max. There was an older version. I believe it was black and white, and that's pretty good. But there was I think it was Martin Scorsese version. I think so, where Robert De Niro plays Max Cady, who is he's a felon, and he gets out of jail, and he wants to take revenge on his lawyer, who he thinks fucked up, and the lawyer's played by Nick Nolte, and it's a very good movie. Cape Fear. It's like 1990.
I would like to see that.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's very good, very good.
Going back to what?
And who else? A young actress. She's in Natural Born Killers.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
I forget her name.
Julia something.
Anyway,
she's got like 3 names.
I don't know. Anyway,
Juliette Lewis.
Juliette Lewis, yeah, is in Cape Fear also, yeah. Tyler says I'm not hating and trolling there. No, you're fine, Tyler. Everybody's welcome to their opinion. Yeah.
What I was gonna say is I think he's stretching himself too thin, especially now adding in CMLL booking.
Like, it's not booking CMLL.
No, I'm talking about booking, like working with them to book AEW wrestlers in CMLL. He has to be helping coordinate that because he has to okay them not being on his show because they're there. And like he had to okay, I'm sure, Anna Jay's time to go to Stardom for so long. So I'm just saying he's got Stardom, New Japan, and CMLL on top of booking 4 shows a week and planning 2 pay-per-views.
What I was telling you earlier, what you got to remember is he's a billionaire. He doesn't have to take time to fucking wash his clothes, to make dinner, to clean the house, shit like that. Yeah. He has time. He's got plenty of time to do whatever the fuck he wants.
I'm not talking about his time.
I am.
Okay, I'm talking about stretching his ideas too thin.
I understand what you're saying, but his ideas too thin. Okay.
Because like if you're planning, like if 4 shows a week are solely on your creativity,
I got it.
And you've been doing this for 5 years now, like. Mm-hmm. The well's gonna run dry eventually, right?
Right. So, yeah, Rampage, Dynamite, Collision, Ring of Honor pay-per-views, AEW pay-per-views. Yeah. I've never known one man to do so much booking. I've never known. One man has never done so much booking. I can safely say that.
Because like Vince McMahon had like a team of people that would like sort of book and then he would okay everything, right?
No.
Oh, how did that work?
For quite a while, Vince, decided thing. It wasn't until the 90s with Vince Russo, I believe, until he started having writers, because usually Vince would decide what happens, he disseminates it, and then the road agents tell the wrestlers how the matches will go, and then the wrestlers decide what they're going to do and what their promos will be. But then it started being, Vince Russo and Ed Ferrara in the 90s, mid-90s, started, kind of trying to solidify the characters more and writing specifically for the characters. And so they would write the stories and who wins and loses, and then Vince would change it however he wanted it to be. So yeah, it changed a bit. And when Vince was, just recently still in charge, I'm not 100% sure how it worked because I wasn't really paying attention to it too closely.
has become a factor in kidnapping.
I believe no, there are staff of writers. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I read a book about it. At least as far as like 2010 era, 2000 to 2010. Yeah, there was a staff of writers. I read a book by the head writer actually. Um, there's a staff of writers, and then they would do their whole thing. And like I said, Vince would look it over, change what he wanted. And Vince was famous for just throwing the whole script away, or changing half the script, things like that. Um, but yeah, that's how they worked. What the hell got us on that topic?
We're talking about Tony
No,
Khan
Tony Khan.
being
Yeah.
possibly stretched too thin.
So right. So Vince McMahon, yeah, has never who's a piece of shit, but one of the best bookers of all time, no doubt. Maybe the best booker of all time. I don't know. Very good booker, usually.
I
But he,
saw,
he never had to write so much TV. No, neither did Vince Russo when he was writing for Vince. Um,
I feel like I've seen a lot of shit booking from Vince.
yeah, but I mean, just relative to how many years he was in charge,
yeah, that's
it
true.
was a lot of great booking.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I mean, he built up Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, Roddy Piper, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, made all these guys stars. Ted DiBiase goes on and on. Um, made all those guys huge stars by his booking of them. Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, blah blah blah. All those guys owe their careers to Vince McMahon. Not to say too much good about Vince McMahon. I'm saying
he sucks.
Yeah, he sucks. But like I said, he's a really good booker. And promoter.
But a terrible person.
Terrible person. Tyler says, I'd rather have Vince McMahon than Tony Khan as booking. I hate Vince McMahon since the trouble with law enforcement. Yeah, I feel you. I get what you're saying. Connie the Cook, Waylon Mercy. Ha! Yes. That was it was mid 90s WWF. Like 94, 95, I feel like. And yeah, Waylon Mercy was like straight up Max Cady from the movie Cape Fear. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I remember him now.
Oh, Tyler has.
So that was a very close like to a serial killer gimmick. Yeah, and then Nails in the early '90s WWF NAILZ wrestled in an orange convict suit, so he was kind of a killer character too. And the word is, I think he assaulted Vince McMahon when he got fired. I believe he choked him, something like that. He either got fired for choking Vince McMahon or choked him after he got fired. Something like that happened with Nails, and he was not heard from much again on the big stages.
Put it in.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna keep your trusty backpack until you give me my cash. And if you don't give it to me, my possession's 9/10 of the law, the loving tree always says. It's your decision, Orange. Think wisely.
Where's the cash then? Where's the cash?
Thanks, Orange.
I know, but I don't like this. They already had a match like 3 years ago for Jericho and Orange to settle this debt, and Orange won, so he didn't have to pay Jericho $7,000. And now they're bringing it up again 3 years later. It's very odd.
It is strange, but I like it though.
Well, I like it just because the Orange Cassidy Jericho feud was like one of my favorite things the company has done.
Yeah,
I loved it. I loved every minute of it.
I'm interested to see where it'll go. Tyler says, I think AEW needs to cut down on so many championship titles. Too many titles. Yes, I've said that many times on here. Yes. Shaking my head, Tyler says. Yeah, too many goddamn belts for sure. Arby says, I think Tony Khan is a better matchmaker than Booker. True. But he does have the people to help him book like RJ City. Yeah, and don't forget, Bryan Danielson and Chris Jericho are said to do quite a bit of helping. Arby says he was responsible for the Timeless Tony gimmick, talking about RJ City and the feud against Mariah May. Yeah, and he's compartmentalized things a little, right? Like you're mentioning with RJ City taking care of that area of booking with what's that lady's name? Jennifer Pepperman. Kind of booking Mercedes Monet's character and stuff. And then taking some of the load off Tony and again having Bryan Danielson and Chris Jericho kind of ride their own ideas, through the company. He is giving month by month. He is giving more and more booking to responsibility to other people.
Yeah.
Um,
I will say though, with the timeless Tony Storm gimmick, like that wasn't RJ City's idea. Tony approached RJ City because he was the only person in the company that had seen Sunset Boulevard and like the other movie that he was using to base the timeless Tony Storm character off of. So like he and Bryan Danielson kind of came up with the idea, but then they needed someone who was like knowledgeable about like that time period's movies, specifically Sunset Boulevard. And so RJ City like did all the legwork for that and then like took over, I think, helping plan what was happening week to week.
and while we're talking about all that, Orange Cassidy won, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Orange Punch, was it?
I did not see.
I believe it. If anybody saw Orange Punch, did that win the match? An Orange Punch?
Is that the second or third match tonight so far?
That was the third match.
What was the second one? I don't remember. Oh, the
Grizzled Young Vets
Grizzly-
beat the Iron
yeah,
Savage.
Yeah, I wasn't here for that one.
Tyler says, if I'm starting my own pro wrestling promotion soon, I'm gonna be hiring someone doing booking and everything. I'm focusing on everything like booking, events, and everything. Okay.
That's cool. I like that you're planning.
Are you? I'm kind of confused by the way you worded it. Are you starting your own pro wrestling promotion? Is that right?
If so, that's awesome. Oh wait, we're back. Okay.
Or is that like if I was?
Daniel's all up in my business. Huh? Ask him that. You know what? She may have gotten Camille banned from All Out tomorrow, but that doesn't mean he's banned from tonight. So make sure you guys keep on watching and find out what really happens when you mess with Mercedes Monday.
The icing's not made yet, but would you like a cupcake? Okay. Oh, Outrunners.
Oh, nice. I love these guys.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Accompanied to the ring by the beatdown, Eric Lee from Miami Beach, Florida, Drake Backup, and Turbo Floyd, the Outrunners. I like to think that their whole lives they ate lunch at Miami Subs every day. And that's where their aesthetic comes from.
That's it.
Those are the Miami Sub colors. I associate it heavily with South Florida.
I say, oh my God, the Outrunners are going to win a match. Holy shit, here we go.
Tony, come listen to us.
Tyler said, yes, soon coming. All right, awesome, Tyler.
Dude.
Whereabouts is that going to be? Like what area? Who? Davey Bang and August Matthews. And the Outrunners are becoming real characters now. They're going to win a match here, it looks like. I believe this is their first, will be their first win. Yeah, they just mentioned they've never won a televised AEW match. So here we go. Outrunners have quickly become one of my favorite tag teams in the company.
That's one of the skinniest wrestlers I've ever seen.
That guy's very skinny. Wafer thin. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I'm
Oh.
laughing at your wafer.
Wafer thin.
Wait, maybe. What are you talking about?
It's too much to explain, really.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you. In one of the Monty Python movies, there's a big, giant, fat man, and he goes to a restaurant, and he's eating, and he's eating, and he's eating, and he gets bigger and bigger, he's huge. And then the waiter says, would you like a mint, sir? It's a wafer thin. And then the man, he's like, oh, I'm stuffed. I can't have another bite. And then he takes the mint, and he explodes.
That's from a movie?
Monty Python. I think it's Monty Python's Meaning of Life. I think it is.
One of my students today asked me what Monty Python movies I'd seen.
Hmm.
Is that odd?
Mm-hmm.
And I have another student who is now talking in a British accent every time he speaks to me.
Here we go. Look at that. Bam! Double elbow. I love it.
I love them so much. I'm so excited for them.
Yeah.
They've really earned a win, you know?
Yeah.
I can't wait till they have the belts.
Oh, wait.
It'll happen one day.
This crowd does not know what's up here.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with this crowd.
Where are they?
I don't know. I don't know where they are. But this crowd is not. No, they don't know what's up.
They have to be near Chicago because Dynamite had that girl with the orangey red hair in the crowd that's always at every Chicago show.
Mm-hmm. What does that have to do with anything? Outrunners win.
I was trying to determine where they were based on what fans I saw in the crowd. Oh, what? I'm so happy for them.
Mm-hmm.
Look, he's so excited.
First AEW win. I love it. That crowd's giving them a little love, but man, during the match, they should have been popping huge for that shit. I've seen other crowds definitely give the Outrunners the cheers they deserve, I think,
Willow Nightingale, Chris Statlander, thank you guys both so much for taking the time to sit down face to face in this situation. I know there's obviously a lot.
Chris
of emotion that
Statlander,
surfaced right
worst
now.
dresser in AEW.
Your Chicago street fight this
Lord.
Saturday.
I hate like every outfit she's ever
Oh
worn.
my God.
But Chris, we've really not heard that.
It's like the weirdest shit.
Yeah, that's odd.
Double or nothing. That moment when you decided to
There, Connie the Cook says, lived in South Florida for years, still belching up Miami subs.
Yeah.
Where should I begin?
Tyler said, first, starting my own pro wrestling promotion local in Arizona, trying to focus on putting it
Just trying to make it big. Trying to make
putting it as TNA and WWE and more. All right.
You know what I did for you?
Good luck. Best luck. Connie the Cook says Champaign, Illinois. I don't think so. They were there like a week ago.
Yeah.
Tyler says, and I'm going to first person become a CEO. I guess you have to be born autistic. I've been watching pro wrestling since I was a little kid. Awesome, dude.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's great. I wish you the best of luck in
Yeah.
that for sure. Definitely keep us updated on how it goes. Yeah.
I'm doing my thing. I'm grinding away. I'm hustling, trying to get an ounce of attention and cheering for you every single step along the way, paying for pay-per-views.
What is Chris Statlander wearing?
And when I got here, yes, you were there for me. And I was so happy because of everyone in the locker room. I thought you'd be the last person to stab me in the back. If you would have let me.
It looks like a box that someone started opening and then the doorbell rang and they like went to go answer the door halfway through opening a package.
You knew how much it meant to me.
Not a very good chest tattoo.
Ever since I decided to
No, it's terrible.
Terrible. Yeah, terrible chest tattoo. I should say. Yeah, it's awful.
Maybe it's better in person.
No, it's no. Bad tattoos are bad tattoos.
No, but she also has to have makeup on over it.
Look at it though. It's not.
Has you been getting in your ear this whole
Yeah, the
time?
edges are really
Yeah,
bad.
exactly.
And the coloring is terrible.
Yes.
I'm so nice. All I do is smile. Nothing.
I would say we're not normally so judgy, but we are judgy about tattoos.
Lily,
Yeah.
how does it feel to hear Chris saying this to your face? I mean, I feel a little blind.
Like MJF's tattoo.
Which is crazy.
Terrible.
Terrible. Yeah.
There's
Terrible.
still, like, more to find out. I wish I
Like a
had known.
bent poker chip.
There's no-
Yeah. That was so awful. Yeah.
It has to have been done by one of his friends, right?
Connie the Cook, bad top. Yes, I think that's an understatement, Connie. A weird ass top. Yeah.
You know, I'm glad.
Like, who made that? Someone had to make that and sell it.
To go along with
Mm.
the emotional ones.
She made it herself.
I am a calm,
But doesn't know how to sell?
composed person.
Yeah.
Because I always know where the right time to strike is, and it's going to be at all out.
Oh, it got even worse when she stood up. Terrible. Not as bad as those jeans though that had like cuts along like her pelvis. It was very weird.
Mm.
Ooh, Teshta. And Beast Mortos, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited I get to circle the Outrunners names.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hope they get a push. Really, I love those guys.
Coming to the ring by Don Callis from Osaka, Japan, weighing 232 pounds, the Alpha, the Nosuke Takeshita.
Right smart on the face of Takeshita. Added incentive in this match, Tony. This happened on Wednesday after Dynamite went off the air. Don Callis imploring this man to attack Commander, and then these mortals came out and to hold him up. Ladies, a lot of people are keeping these two apart. Tonight, we will get them one-on-one. Nobody can stop them touching. Don Callis is joining us here at the broadcast table.
Connie the cook says lost a button. maybe. Nobody told her either. Here comes the Beast Mortos, which, if you know us, he's one of my new favorites for sure. He does not win matches, unfortunately. Maybe they'll surprise us. I would love it, but I don't think he's beating Takeshita. No chance here.
I hope for Takeshita's sake that he doesn't beat him here. You know, that the Beast Mortis doesn't beat him. Like, Takeshita has done so much for this company to put other people over. He doesn't need to
Who does he
lose.
put over?
I mean, he was in that awesome match with Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
Like, it's so many times it seemed like it's Takeshita's time, but he comes like just close enough to not get it. You know, like.
Mm.
Interfere in the match. I mean, I know. Commander, fellow luchador, if you will. Takeshita showing no respect.
Verdict: these are good.
Huh?
These are good.
Good. They look good.
Takeshita's respect this man.
This should be a good one. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4.
5.
Yeah, this is our 5th match, and the only one that was really any good was the opener with Archer and Briscoe. So hopefully this will be another good match. And the main event, look, that'll be pretty good, I think. Is that it? Are we that close already? What time is it? Oh no, we're not. It's like
9-1.
Yeah, it's like 9 o'clock.
So not just a part of that, but let me ask you this, Don. You got to think that Beast Mortis is actually
Mm.
with the conglomeration in.
So yeah, last night we predicted Cassidy, Briscoe, Takeshita against Okada. I think we'll be right. And then all three of us, Kay, myself, and Wolf, all picked Okada to retain. So, and we were talking. I mentioned Okada. I said he was undefeated in AEW. That's incorrect. He lost to Bryan Danielson at Forbidden Door 2023. So he's lost one match in AEW, Okada. But I guess since he has signed to AEW, he has not lost. That was when he was still with New Japan.
Mm-hmm.
He rolls out of the ring after breaking the 10 count, and now he'll fight on the floor with the Mortos. Oh, Mortos just aimed that forearm shot. And Takeshita sent him into the chair and ringside.
Who did Danielson wrestle at Forbidden Door this year?
He should rip that bounce right off his head.
Well, no, we have the pay-per-view list over
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Why?
Wait, who did you say Takeshita lost? Or not, Okada lost to? Was that Bryan Danielson?
Danielson.
Okay, but that was this past year or the year before?
Forbidden Door 2023.
Okay. We've already had Forbidden Door 24. That's kept, I don't know what year it is. My brain has just been dead today. I spelled the word left wrong today. It's exciting.
Faz B says this is my main event. All right. Yeah, may end up being the best match. Yeah, well, I hope so. If they give him time, it will be. Yeah. RB, great camera shot. Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about now. I'm sorry, I was late on that. Faz says the guy wearing a cowboy hat in the crowd isn't wearing the CM Punk shirt. Is he Does he usually? I'm sorry, I don't know who you're talking about. Connie the Cook. How long has Mortos been with AEW? How long has it been? He came.
He came this year.
Yeah.
Because he used to wrestle as Black Taurus.
Right.
But he was signed with AAA. And when his contract was up, he signed with AEW, but AAA no longer gave him permission to use the name Black Taurus because I guess they wanted to give it to someone else. So he switched to Beast Mordos, and he started appearing in Ring of Honor first, and then moved to AEW.
Yeah, when? When was that?
I mean, I can't tell you what month, but it was this year.
I feel I'm gonna say March, but I'm not sure about that. So we'll say about 6 months. I'd give or take. I think he's been with the company.
Yeah, I was thinking February, so March is probably right. I have no concept of time.
Yeah, like I said, he's quickly become one of my top 10 in AEW. Mortos, definitely. So agile and so good at having at having good matches. At creating good matches with people. Because the thing, he's so big. Like a lot of times he's an anchor for the moves they're doing, but then he's strong enough to, obviously do moves of his own too. So he's, his size doesn't really limit him. It helps the match, and his agility further helps the match. And it's not a combination you see with a lot of bigger guys.
I also love that he's good at selling, but is wearing a mask because I think so many wrestlers forget to sell like with their whole body. They just use like their face to get over kind of the other person's moves, and it's just so awesome when a masked wrestler is like selling the shit out of someone. I like it.
RB was talking about the tope from Takeshita after that. Great camera shot. I still missed it, but I will take your word that it was a great camera shot. Connie the Cook looks great. Don't know what you're talking about. Sorry.
The shot. Isn't that the shot that she's talking?
Oh, maybe they're all talking about the camera shot I missed. I don't know. Connie the Cook says he and Kill Switch would look great together. Yeah, that's what we were. That's what Kay was saying last night. Yeah.
He and Kill Switch wouldn't look great together. He and
Luchasaurus
would look good together. I want that Kill Switch name gone and just never brought up again. Like if it was possible to scratch it out of the history books, I would be all for that. I hate it. And I'm so mad at Tony for tricking me at All In.
That would be a killer tag team.
Yeah.
Yeah. They should explore that, I think, eventually. I don't know how much longer Luchasaurus will be under the Christian spell. I don't know what it is. What is it that getting off topic for a minute? What is it that Christian does for Kill Switch that makes him stay with him? Like, is he his father? Is he a good kisser? What's the deal? What's going on?
This is not me making light of this in real life at all. Like, I honestly think it's supposed to be like almost like an abusive relationship where like you're desiring that person's approval and attention so much that you don't realize how horribly they're treating you.
But why Christian? Why does he give a fuck what Christian thinks about him?
Well, Christian saved him from being stuck with Jack Perry forever, so I would be
That's
grateful
not.
for
That's
that.
not why. That's not the story.
What's the story then?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking you.
Why?
I don't know what the story
That's
is.
the story.
I don't know what it's supposed to be.
I think it's supposed to be you got him away from Jack Perry.
No, it's not.
If you guys have any ideas, feel free to let us know.
RB says, I was a fan of Mortos when he was at TNA. Oh, I did not know he was in
I
TNA.
didn't either.
Said he is awesome. Was he, what name was he using? Black Taurus? Yeah, it wasn't, yeah, didn't know that at all.
Mm-hmm.
Connie the Cook says, I'm with you. I guess we're talking about the tag team, yeah. Or maybe, why the fuck does Kill Switch care about Christian?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know. They have not explained what's going on there. I get the Nick Wayne and Christian thing.
Mm-hmm.
I understand what's happening there, but I don't understand what's happening with Kill Switch. It doesn't make any sense.
If you were a younger wrestler and you had the opportunity to work with Christian Wouldn't you?
Yeah, I
Like, wouldn't you
would,
want to?
but I'm still saying this. I'm talking about the story doesn't make any sense.
It's like his mentor.
Yeah, but I mean, he's such a like a monster. Why the fuck would he take his bullshit? Oh,
For the same
wow.
reason he wrestled with a tiny child.
Okay, and that is what's the reason?
Because he needs someone else to have personality for him because he doesn't talk.
I think
The
you're.
only time he's ever spoken was to correct Darby Allin when Darby Allin said he was 65 billion years old.
That was an awesome German suplex
Yeah.
from Takeshita, and then Beast Mortos sold it for like 2 seconds. No, sold it, and then got a Blue Thunder bombed. That was a nice sequence there.
But honestly, don't you? I mean, his character needs someone to talk for him. Christian's awesome on the mic.
Yeah. Yeah, but still, you're reaching. It doesn't make any sense. Just admit it.
Oh, I absolutely admit it. Like, it's
Okay.
a stupid idea, and I absolutely hate it. And
Yeah.
I've hated it from the start.
All right.
But I am glad that he's not with Jack Perry anymore. Although Jurassic Express is a really cool tag team name.
Yeah, I enjoyed Jurassic Express, and they were the World Tag Team Champions. I think people might forget that, but yeah, Jack Perry and Killswitch have been the World Tag Team Champions.
No. Jack Perry and Luchasaurus.
So yeah, Perry's had the TNT, the tag team belt, and maybe tomorrow night might just become the World Heavyweight Champion. Holy fuck. I don't know what that was supposed to be. I don't know if that was a mistake there. Not sure.
I think it just wasn't very graceful.
Yeah, it definitely was not graceful, that's for sure. Let's see it. Oh, they're showing it again. Yeah, I think he was wanting to lift Takeshita a bit higher, but it wasn't happening. Arby says Christian told him he would take Killswitch to new levels. He basically sweet talked him. Yeah, I got you. I'm just saying maybe it's a weak explanation. It doesn't, to me, but I got you. I get what you're saying. Connie the Cook, he got dropped hard. Yes, he did, Takeshita.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That wasn't, yeah. Nope, neither of them were ready for that, but, Mordos, he realized he didn't have him, so to put him down, you know what I mean? Put him on the mat. So that was the best thing he could do in that case. Oh. Nice. That was a hard lariat right to the throat.
I like that this is an actual battle.
Yeah. Those other well, no, excuse me. The Cassidy and Keith match was kind of a joke. Oh, wow, that was nice.
It's so good.
Yeah, Takeshi's. Well, both these guys are great.
Yeah.
Knee right to the mask. Oh shit.
Well, he already hit
Takeshi's getting the face cheers. He's a Don Callis guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't get it. He's like playing the face. There he goes. Takeshita is in the match tomorrow night for the Continental title.
Well, they're both heels, so someone has to play the face.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a new finisher. The Raging Fire.
Is that what he hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
He debuted it in the G1, is what they said. That's cool. I do love a Blue Thunder Bomb, though.
Is that what it was?
No.
Oh.
That was his old finisher.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what that was. It was almost like a brain buster, but spinning. Maybe. I don't know. Feel free to correct me, guys. I'm learning wrestling move names. Oh, no, I pressed the wrong button. Boo.
So yeah, Continental. Oh dear.
I got kicked out.
Oh,
But I kicked myself out accidentally. Hold on.
The biggest slag that ever did.
Arby says now that's a spear. Yeah, it's talking about the one Mordos hit. Yeah, and Arby says match of the night for me.
And then on top of that,
Probably, yeah, yeah. Briscoe and Archer was good, but that's probably been the best match of the night. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no contest.
turn the table. So at some point, one of these days, you're gonna guess and imagine.
RB065 says spinning brain buster. Was that what it was? Yeah.
That's what yeah.
Oh, I looked away for a second. I didn't see it. Faz B said, "This is why I love AEW. Their hits seem real a lot of times. Yeah, WWE is so fake and way off. I agree. WWE looks very scripted to me. Their style, most of the time,
It's slower.
and slower. Oh my God, it's so much slower.
And the matches are shorter.
Yes, I mean their matches, like their TV matches, are all about getting the personalities across.
Yeah.
They're not about having. I mean, they're not trying to have like great wrestling matches out there. They're just trying to, get an angle over or like I said, convey the characters' personalities. They're doing very different things in the ring, and I'm not interested in what they do really. Julia is already washed into doing fake kicks. Yeah, I saw people talking about that on the internet.
Who's that?
Uh,
Oh, is that the girl from Stardom?
I think she was. Yeah, I'm not familiar with her. I know I'm not real familiar with her. I know people say she's very skilled, and I know WWE fans went wild over her signing with them, and that's about all I know.
Mhm.
And Arby says, or a spinning Falcon arrow is what it was. Maybe. Like I said, I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Faz B says Saraya and Harley are too funny. Didn't even hear him. I was talking to y'all. Like I said, I usually go back and I'll watch the show a second time
Yeah.
so I can hear the promos and see the whole match instead of watching the screen and then watching half the match. I'll always go back and watch the shows.
Right before we started the watch along, we were rewatching Dynamite from Wednesday.
Mm. And Connie the cook says the entrances are much longer in WWE.
Oh
Oh
my
my God, yeah.
Roman Reigns,
I will say
Roman Reigns took like 12 minutes before he even started speaking.
Yeah.
Awful.
The one thing I'll give WWE, their entrance music is way better. Usually, most of the time, their entrance music is way better than AEW's. Like, very few AEW people have a theme that really conveys their character.
Mm-hmm.
That I hear, and I'm like, oh, this is so, this is Darby Allin, this is Okada,
Mm-hmm.
etc. Very few, very few.
So many of the wrestlers have music that sounds like super similar.
Exactly, I agree. Yeah.
And they took the Kingdom's entrance song, which was like one of my favorite, and they took it away and they gave them that stupid Undisputed Kingdom music that I hate.
What was their music?
I'm not going to sing it, but it started with Maria Kanellis Bennett going, "Thy kingdom come." Then the music started and it was all like, bam, bam. It was very fun. It's one of the only wrestling songs I sometimes look up on YouTube so I can hear it, like when I'm not watching wrestling.
RBO65 says, let Julia be Julia. All right. Faz B says, that's why wrestlers in AEW feel free. Then they come over. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, exactly.
Here I stand.
Yeah, WWE, they take, a lot of, I'm not trying to run them down too much, but they do, like I said, I don't watch it anymore, but I've seen a lot of it. They like neuter people's moves, if that makes sense. They cut out, like with Ricochet and like with Rey Mysterio Jr., they say don't do ABC XYZ moves because then you're going to be the best thing on the card, and you're not supposed to be the best thing on the card. It's supposed to be Brock Lesnar or what the fuck ever.
I need to talk about that promo real quick. Why the fuck was the camera going out of focus over and over again? Did you see that at all? It was Mariah May. And like every other sentence, the camera was kind of rocking back and forth, but like every other sentence, it would blur the image and then go back into focus. It was like they had it on like a swinging rope or something. It was very odd.
We got Sheeta versus Jobber, I'm guessing, but I don't know.
I love how much wrestling we're getting
Yeah,
after
yeah.
getting only 4 Dynamite matches.
I agree. Well, but you know, what? We got like 2 squash matches so far. Oh, is this Oh no, it's not. It's Purrazzo. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was what's her name? The Japanese woman, the
Which
queen,
one?
the crazy queen,
Oh, Emi Sakura.
Emi Sakura. Yes,
I love her.
Yeah, I was hoping it was gonna be her.
Yeah. Yeah, she hasn't been on TV in a long time.
Nope.
I love her.
How do you spell it? Diana.
Yeah, DEONNA.
Onna.
Yeah.
Purrazzo.
Yeah.
2 R's.
Hold on, let me write it first, and then I'll tell you. Yeah, Purrazzo.
Okay.
I believe.
Chaz B says Mariah May is going to be on All Out to celebrate. That means someone is going to interfere. Okay, is that what she said? I didn't hear. Okay, because yeah, like a week ago or so, she said she was going to have her championship celebration, but then she said, "Oh, that wasn't when they were in Champaign, Illinois." She said, "I'm not going to do it in this town." So yeah, now the pay-per-view, I guess. Okay, that'll be cool. Yeah, wonder who's going to interfere. We'll see.
Who do you hope it is?
Who do I hope it is?
Double arm version of it, which won out the Ring of Honor Women's title. She listens to the applause. A smile on her face. She better enjoy tonight.
You know, I would really like it if, now this isn't going to happen, but like if Athena showed up on the pay-per-view with her Ring of Honor world title and wanted to challenge Mariah May, that's what I would find most interesting. So I think that would be cool. That's what I wish would happen. Yeah. I mean, that would be surprising to people too. I think wouldn't be a huge, amazing surprise since she's already under contract. But she didn't show up on AEW, and she's one of the best female wrestlers in the world. Well, in the United States, I should say, and a lot of people would call her the best female wrestler in the United States. So
What the?
I think that a lot of people
Really?
would. Yes, Athena, she's good. She has a lot of fans.
I'm not knocking Athena. I've never heard anyone say that they thought that. I would like to see either Deonna Purrazzo or Thunder Rosa go after it. Like I know they've both had title shots somewhat recently, but they're also both people that have defeated Mariah May in solo action. So I feel like they have like a claim,
Mm.
Or I guess Serena Deeb, but I want her to turn heel, so I don't want her facing a heel. Well, I guess it would be Thunder because Deanna's a heel also.
Fazby says, "Damn, this is going to be a great match. This feels like a main event also." Yeah. I don't know about a main event, but yeah, it's going to be a great match, I think. Yeah, good match. Says Collision is all about great wrestling. Didn't used to be, but the last month it has been. Yeah, it's really they've really turned Collision around.
Collision used to be about a great main event and then just a bunch of shit.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Fazby says, "I have a feeling it might be DMD." Oh, maybe.
I hope not.
Maybe you may be right.
No, after the not good all-in match, you don't.
No, she's like beloved. I mean, she's AEW original, and she's been world champion and all that stuff.
Yeah, but they rushed into the Mercedes match.
Okay,
and her coming back.
And now that's over. That's over now. It's behind them.
I know, but she needs to work her way back up. Is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you lose at your TBS title shot and then immediately go after a bigger belt, which is supposed to be held by a better wrestler in theory,
No, I hear you. Yeah, I mean, I don't hope it's her, but I'm saying that that's a suggestion. It may well be her.
Julia Hart might return sometime soon. She had what, a wrist injury?
I don't
And
know.
it's been like a long time. Oh wait, she's on Ring of Honor.
Is she?
I don't know. That's what Wolf said, that she did something on Ring of Honor. I don't think she started wrestling again yet, but that she had like an appearance or something.
No idea. Connie the Cook says Kay just rewatched the Mariah May interview. Did she? The focus was going in and out, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Kay just
Yeah.
watched it. I get what
Yeah.
you're saying. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Faz B says Athena will have to lose her belt at Ring of Honor before showing up at AEW. She's gonna win at All In
Dallas, yeah.
in Dallas.
I agree.
Saying Athena's gonna.
Yes. She's from Texas.
Oh, okay.
I think it makes sense.
That would be
her
awesome.
in the main women's match and to win. I totally agree.
That would be awesome. Yeah. Okay, cool. Good idea. Fazby, Collision is complete with Adam Copeland. Yeah, he is missed, definitely. He was a big part of what they were doing, and then it really went downhill. Yeah, when he got injured, it really started being like their third best show.
Mhm.
Or their worst show, whatever you want to call it. It started being not a great show, but they've really turned it around, thankfully.
Yeah,
and hopefully by the time he gets back, it'll be a very good show that he returns to. Yeah.
Yeah, there were several episodes that after watching it, like I told Asa, like if we weren't doing a show where I had to know what happened on this show, I would not be watching it anymore. And I'm glad that I had to watch it because now it got better. And now I get to see it.
I didn't feel that way, but it definitely was not their best effort. Like I could have booked a better show than a lot of those in like 5 fucking minutes for real.
Well, you have a lot higher tolerance for not great wrestling shows than I do, I think, because you're just a lifelong fan, you know?
I just like to see some wrestling.
Because, like, I stopped watching WWE long before you stopped watching because it was not my cup of tea.
Speaking of which, I don't want to talk about it long at all, but that it's going to be a big thing. You know, that well, real quick, Bret Hart's going to be on Raw on Monday, so that's big. I mean, I'm not telling you don't watch it, but I'm just saying he's going to be there. That's interesting. It's in Calgary. And then that Vince McMahon documentary, maybe a documentary series, I'm not sure. It's coming out on Netflix very soon, or is already out.
I believe it's a series.
And the word is Conrad Thompson, who's Ric Flair's son-in-law, and runs several wrestler podcasts. Conrad Thompson said that it's I think this was his quote. He said it's a double shovel burial of Vince McMahon, which the preview I saw looked like it was going to be a bunch of bullshit. It looked like they just interviewed like The Rock, Stone Cold John Cena, people that loved Vince. But like I said, word is, I guess from someone who's seen it or knows what's in it, word is it's does not depict Vince well. So we'll all have to see it and judge for ourselves. And if it's a truthful documentary, it's gonna be a very interesting watch. Because Vince McMahon is better or worse, he's a very interesting person. That's for sure. Bad person.
He's a shitbag.
He's a shitbag, but yeah, he's done a lot of interesting stuff in his life. Became turned the wrestling industry into a giant, almost monopoly in the U.S. and run his own talk show.
That was a monopoly.
Ran his own talk show, became WWF champion.
Oh fuck!
Etc. 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 I mean, just a weird life, And he grew up very poor, and Vince McMahon Senior was his father, and Vince McMahon Jr. at the time was living, I think, in like trailer in North Carolina, I believe. And he eventually reconnected with Vince Sr. and then ended up taking over the WWF from his father because of them reconnecting. And it's an interesting life. I'll be interested to see that. But
okay,
now we're done talking about Vince McMahon.
While he was talking, if you you weren't looking at the screen, we have a match announced for Rampage. Pardon me. The MXM collection.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be wrestling Brody King and Buddy Matthews. And hopefully the MXM collection will get their asses kicked.
And Fazby says, All In Dallas, that's when Dustin versus Sammy and loser leaves AEW, both from Dallas. Yeah, that would be cool.
I don't want to see either of them leave AEW.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. Yeah. Maybe a match, but take out the loser leaves AEW. Because Dustin Rhodes, I know he said he's nowhere, he's not even thinking about retiring.
Yeah.
And I agree. He can still wrestle on a high level, I think.
This match is awesome. I'm sorry to interrupt, but this match is awesome.
Okay. It's been good.
I need just to recognize the fact that it's awesome.
All right. And Fazby says, I don't know why, but I'm getting this feeling that Sting is turning heel. First time ever. No, it's not the first time ever. He turned heel in 1999. He turned heel. They tried to turn him heel. And he faced Hulk Hogan. God, I think it was at Halloween Havoc '99, and that's when they had God, what was it that happened? I think Sting just laid down, and Hogan came in and pinned him and took the belt. Like he was only in the arena for like 10 minutes. He came to the match, pinned Sting, who laid down, took the belt, left in a limo. And it was part of some weird thing that Vince Russo was doing. But yeah, so Sting was a heel very briefly in 1999.
Wait, what? How many times did Hogan win matches by the dude he's wrestling just laying down?
Like 3.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they kept trying to do that shit.
Was it always Vince Russo?
No. Okay, but he says, I'm getting this feeling that Sting is turning heel and will lead the Moxley gang. Okay, that's out of nowhere, but it said Darby comes out and doesn't accept Mox's offer. All attack and Sting stands. I don't know. Maybe the rest got cut off. So Sting turning heel and going with Moxley and Marina Shafir against Darby. Wow. Okay.
I would hate that.
I don't think that's happening at all.
I think he's showing up, but I would really hate
You
that.
think Sting's showing up?
At All In Dallas? Yes.
Wait, is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. I think that's what we're talking about. That's what everyone was talking about at the time.
I don't know if that's what he's talking about, but
I think so because Sting said he's basically said he's going.
Oh,
to be
you're
there.
right. You're right.
Yeah, no, I'm right.
Okay,
Because he's living in Texas.
I got it.
Yeah.
I still don't think that's happening, but I mean that's an interesting idea. Yeah.
I think his son's going to show up at that point.
Perhaps he's he's been training.
Mm-hmm. In North Carolina.
I don't know how the fuck you turn Sting heel. Honestly, but it didn't work very well the first time, but we'll see. Who knows?
I can't see them bringing him back to turn him heel. Like Tony loves him.
Sting.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't see it either. I don't see that happening. Connie the Cook says Vince, as far as I know, is an all-time scum. I 100% agree. Fazby CEO time. Yeah, there she is. Decent little feud they've built between those two for tomorrow. I think it's gonna be an awesome match. I think. Monet versus Sheeta. And Fazby says, and All In, I guess next year, All In Darby versus Sting. I honestly think Sting is done.
I think Sting is done also.
But
he's going to show up, but not to wrestle.
But when he retired in March, I think that was the 3rd time he's retired. So in wrestling, I've learned you can never say never. So who knows? Who knows?
That's a really cool FTR shirt. They should have pulled that shit out when they were doing CMFTR.
It's Chicago.
The Chicago skyline with the Chicago flag, colors, and then FTR.
They're not from Chicago.
I know, that's why I said they should have done it for when CM Punk was there. That would have made more sense.
Oh, are they in Chicago?
Yeah, for All Out. All Out's in Chicago.
No. All Out's in Chicago.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, that's cool. I understand now.
Yeah. Oh, you thought they were just like randomly wearing a Chicago shirt?
No, I thought they were doing it because they are friends with CM Punk.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't think AEW would let that happen.
Oh,
Maybe.
maybe.
But I really don't think so. Sorry. Dang it. I like Sheeta's music a lot. It's stuck in my head right now. And it's probably going to be there for a while. But I like it. She's one of the AEW people that does not have shitty music. Does anyone know how long the football season lasts? Asa has informed me that Sunday he's watching football all day. And I'm just wondering how long I will have to suffer through this. Like the Super Bowl is like in like February or something. Is that right? I don't pay attention. The games just take so long. So while we're on a commercial break, thanks for sticking with us. We're gonna be around for another hour and 25 minutes because we're sticking with Rampage. Is there a new Baywatch? What is this? Rescue High Surf. There's so many TV shows that I've just never heard of. Declaimed.
What's next for you guys? Well, thank you very much, Lex. Of course, the effort was definitely. You're looking live at the best wrestler alive. Let me just put you on the good side real quick. Let me turn around for you. Tell me what the back of my jacket says.
The best wrestler alive.
That's right, and the jacket don't lie. You claim, look at what we've done this year. Right? None of these top teams can beat us. Young Bucks, the champs. We beat them. Grizzled Young Vets. We beat them. FTR, we took them 30 minutes. They haven't been the same since. So the road to the tag team titles continues on for the Acclaimed. It's time to nut up or shut up. That's right. That's right. That's right.
That's wrong. The only thing you should be claiming is bankruptcy and food stamps and unemployment benefits because nobody wants you here at AEW. But you know what they do want? MXM Collection, the hottest tag team in AEW, beating House of Black tonight in Rampage, the first ever Friday night fashion fight. And judging by the way you...
Oh, I forgot that.
You just said it 5 minutes ago.
No, I forgot that it was the fashion
Oh.
thing.
Speaking of tips, Frostbite. First of all, let me remind you that everyone loves the Acclaimed. Secondly, there's only one team around here that does finger stuff. Billy, let's go.
I like it.
Ain't touched their chips. Well, you know what? They asked for it.
Let me see. Max jacket means he's separating from the Acclaimed.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Why? What's his jacket?
It's that he's the best alive or the best in the world or whatever. Like, you know, he says he's the best wrestler alive. Like, I've lost like 20 million interviews he's done.
Yeah.
Max. No, what's the other guy's name?
Anthony.
Yeah, Anthony Bowens. Did not look very happy or supportive about the jackets.
Okay.
I hope we're wrong because I agree with you, but I hope I'm wrong and I hope you're wrong.
Yeah.
Because I love the Acclaimed.
Yeah, I don't want them to
together.
split. I don't
Like
want
maybe Daddy Ass leaving, yeah, fine, whatever, but not Max and Anthony. That would make me sad.
And Fazby saying the Acclaimed versus MXM collection is going to be insane. When it happens, yeah, I think it'll be good. And they're fighting.
Buddy Matthews and Brody King.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, 2/3 of the House of Black tonight.
Friday night fashion fight. I can't wait to see what that means.
And that kind of shit is like the kind of WWE bullshit I want out. Take it away. Take it away from here.
No, but what if it's like a hardcore match using like hangers and clothing racks and like an iron? I'm down with that.
That's exactly the kind of WWE bullshit I don't
And like
want to
instead
see.
of tacks, they just like dump a bag of needles and pins on the mat.
Fazby's talking about Max's jacket. Says best wrestler in the world, making him seem that he's the best only, not the best tag team. I got you.
I'm going to make some peas. Would you like some peas?
What are those cupcakes you were making? What happened to those?
They're done, except for the icing.
Let's make some icing.
When do you want me to do that?
Whatever.
So just leave the left alone and.
I got it. I'm fine.
Okay. Wait, what match is about to happen?
Huh?
Is a match happening right now?
Yeah.
What match is happening? Oh, the main event.
The Elite versus those four. Yeah.
I will go during Rampage.
So yeah, here we go with the main event. Should be good. Like I said, everybody has a belt. First time I think we've seen an 8-man tag where everyone has a belt in AEW.
Jack Perry has the coolest belt.
Yeah, the TNT title.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
He smelted it.
Yeah, if you missed it, yeah. Jack Perry actually physically made that version of the TNT title belt. That was pretty cool. Pretty cool to watch.
Yeah, I, up until this point, have had no desire to like ever meet him or talk to him. But now I just need to meet him so I can tell him that's the coolest thing I've ever heard of a wrestler doing ever. And how like unbelievably impressive I find that.
Kanye Cook, yeah, there's the BCC. Fazby says, I think Adam Cole is going to cost MJF the match. I guess talking about tomorrow night. That way Daniel Garcia wins and MJF moves on to Adam Cole. Okay, that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting.
Do you think they're going to keep them both heels? Because like Adam Cole was like the king of the heels, or revealed to be since he was the one that was the devil. And he's in a heel faction, kind of, because they haven't officially split up the Undisputed Kingdom yet.
That's a great question.
How would that work when MJF is now the biggest heel in AEW?
Yeah, that's a great question. We'll find out, I guess.
I'm not saying that's not going to happen. I'm just curious. And I hope that you're wrong because I picked MJF to win. And that will help secure my victory for the No Bones About Wrestling Predictions Championship, which I care about more than I should.
Wolf and I each picked Garcia to win. But yeah, Adam Cole, I haven't really thought about, what role he'd play, if any. So that'd be interesting for sure if he showed up. Fazby says that was the idea. Beats versus non-belts. I don't know what we're talking about there. I'm sorry. RB065, I love the belt. Yeah, talking about the TNT title. He's really grown on me, especially after that incident. I feel the same way, RB. Yeah. And he's improved as a wrestler and improved an astounding amount on the mic.
Yeah, it's like someone new lives inside him. That's how much his mic skills have improved.
Yeah, because he had
oh my god, it was awful.
Before. He had no riz, as the kids say now. Before, but now he has.
I heard someone say it for the first time today in my class. Didn't quite know what it meant, so that's good to know.
Now he has riz. Connie the Cook says AEW needs a 4-man tag championship. They have enough of them, don't they? Yeah, they need fewer belts, for sure. Faz B says Adam Cole will try to convince him to work tougher and be heels together. Talking about MJF.
Hmm.
It'd been interesting to see those two paired together. I mean, what they did before was great, and it was very different, of course. So I would love to see them paired together again. Yeah. Faz B says wrestlers with belts versus wrestlers without belts. Tony Khan's idea. He said it in the media call. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know. He says sorry. It's all belts. Wrestlers. Yeah, this match.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Everyone has a belt. Yeah, yeah.
Well, and for the all-out tag match for the tag championships, everyone in that has belts.
Yeah, right. Yeah, what belt? What belt should they get rid of?
And the main event, or not the main event, the AEW
World title match.
also both have belts.
Yeah, what belt would you get rid of?
The Continental.
The Continental.
Yes, I hate
Is that it?
belt.
It's hate it.
I hate it.
What?
I loved the tournament. It should have been for a cup, or it should have been for a belt that you win and you keep for a year, like the Owen Hart belt. They did not need to add another fucking belt to AEW that needs to be defended. We have 4 men's single belts, not counting any of the ROH belts.
No, five.
Oh, I forgot that. I don't really count the FTW.
FTW counts. We have 5.
That's dumb as fuck.
That's too many.
2 women's single belts and
Which is too many, I think.
5 men's single belts plus men's tag belts and men's trios belts. So there are 7 belts that men can win, and there are 2 that women can win.
Well, and I
Don't
think
care.
that reflects the amount of, it's generally, 3/4 men, 1/4 women. And I think that's a good balance. I think that's a good balance for what fans want to see also. And I think there should be only, given the size of the division and the amount of matches they have, I think maybe there should only be 1 women's belt.
I hate you.
I would consider that. And yeah, the Continental title, get rid of that.
I'd get rid of Continental. I'd get rid of TNT. I'd keep International.
FTW.
I'd get rid of keep FTW and keep the heavyweight, obviously.
Yeah, the FTW has a longer lineage than any AEW belt, any other AEW belt. So
it was vacant for 7,774 days, though.
But it goes back to the real ECW, so keep that shit alive.
You know what's so weird? And in Cage Match, because I was updating all of our titles histories, and I wanted more details from the FTW titles, since only 2 people that have had it in AEW are listed on the AEW title history page. According to them, Ricky Starks still has it. And so I was looking up all this information about it, and the date that they have Taz getting it, there wasn't an ECW show on that date. Isn't that odd?
Maybe it was the night it was televised. I don't know.
Oh, wait. Did they pre-tape ECW?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then that's probably it.
Yeah. Pretty much exclusively. I think the only thing that was live were their pay-per-views.
And he just came out and was like, "This is my belt now."
Yep.
Right? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Said, "Fuck y'all. This is my belt. Come get it."
Because I think he defended it once prior to losing it to Sabu. And then he won it back immediately.
So Faz B says get rid of the TNT, TBS, and Continental. I think I agree with that. Yeah.
I want 2 women's belts because I want an A-level women's belt and a low B, high C women's belt. Because I think so many of the women that were shit before have improved so much. I want them to be rewarded for that. And I want there to be stuff for them to fight over besides one title. Because now, especially with the influx of women's talent, there's too many awesome women to just have one belt. Had this been a year ago, or definitely several years ago, I just say get rid of all the women's belts. But I was not a big fan of the AEW women's wrestling at first. Yeah, I'd rather have them keep 2 singles female belts than add like women's tag belts, which I see suggested all the time, and it's like my least favorite idea I have seen on the internet.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe keep the TBS, get rid of the Continental, get rid of the TNT,
Yeah.
and I would say maybe get rid of the trios. Now, don't stop having the trios matches because I love trios matches. But I would say maybe get rid of the belts. We need to get fewer belts, and that takes 3 out. So if we take out the Continental, the TNT, and the trios, that's 5 fewer belts.
Wait, so
And then we got the World, the International, the FTW, the Women's World Tag Team, and then the Women's TBS. And I think that's a good amount to leave.
I realize that there are 3 physical belts, but to me, the trios title is the trios title. You know, just 3 people have it because they work together. That doesn't count as 3 separate titles.
We'll still get rid of it, is what I'm saying. If we're getting rid of belts.
I love the trios division.
I love the trios division. I didn't say get rid of the division. I said get rid of the belt.
I know. I heard what you said. I disagree with you.
Okay.
I say the biggest step they need to take, even before they get rid of any of these belts, is stop defending Ring of Honor belts on AEW.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Like if Mark Briscoe has the belt, awesome. He can carry it around if he wants to. But keep Ring of Honor on Ring of Honor.
Yeah, there's way too many.
Yeah.
You put the Ring of Honor belts on TV, it seems like everybody's got a fucking belt. Okay, well maybe all right. Keep the trios belts. Because I love the division too. Keep the fucking belts. But yeah, the Continental, the TNT can go. So that's only 2. But that's a good start. The Continental TNT can go.
Well, and all the Ring of Honor.
Right, yeah, the Ring of Honor needs to stop being on AEW TV. So we got 2 out, and that's a good start. Now I'll think about what else needs to go. Fast B says add women's tag belts.
No,
I hope you're joking. I hope you're joking.
So you want to take away one of their singles titles and give tag belts?
No way.
What women are good enough to tag together where we wouldn't be seeing the same matches week after week? Like either we're going to see an awesome tag team versus a shit ass tag team, or we're going to see the same good tag teams fighting each other constantly. And it's going to become like the current state of the men's tag titles where it's like the same 4 teams trying to get the belts all the time.
RBO65 says, I like the Continental title because of the tournament and Eddie Kingston. I love it because of the tournament as well. The C2 tournament is one of my favorite things AEW has done in the last several years. I can't wait till the next one. It was awesome. But like Kay said, I feel like make it like a cup, like a big gold or silver cup, whatever.
Yeah.
And maybe just the winner's name gets etched on it, like like the Super Bowl trophy or whatever. Oh no, like the Stanley Cup, like the Stanley Cup in hockey. I think that would be cool. Something like that would be cool, and that's a belt you can get rid of. That's just me though.
Or like the Owen Hart belt, where you're not defending it except annually. Like that person should have a guaranteed spot in the tournament, and they just have the tournament every year, and that's the only time the belt gets defended.
Yeah, I agree.
That is what I would do.
Connie the Cook says, "Is there a women's tag? Are there women's tag belts in AEW? If not, they have plenty of talent to do so." They have plenty of talent to do so, but like we're saying, women only get like, say there's 8 matches, women only get, or say there's 9 matches, women only get 2. So there's enough talent. Yeah, that's not the problem. The problem is they don't have enough women's matches to support a world title, a TBS title, and women's tag titles. Then you're talking about we got 4 belts in the women's division, and there's only 2 matches per show. It's too much. Connie the Cook says, I'm with UK. Women's division is loaded now. Yeah, they definitely are. Yeah, definitely. Fazby says, I just don't want to see Ring of Honor champions on AEW.
I'm okay if the champion is on AEW, but not defending the Ring of Honor belt.
Yeah. What is this stupid shit that's getting ready to happen?
This is just 100% because I don't want Mark Briscoe to stop being on AEW.
What was that? Oh my God. Fazby says that Continental belt was only made for Eddie Kingston.
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah, I hope he'll be back in time to be in the C2 again this year.
Have they said is World's End happening in New York again? In Long Island?
I don't know.
Because I could see him returning there, maybe. What? I don't know what's wrong with him. I thought he went out for a hernia, but his leg was in a cast, like a walking boot.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I assume it's his leg. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
I'm not sure. We should
Figured
have
that part.
an injury list with like what part is injured, you know,
Well,
and estimated recuperation time.
we kind of do because we have an injury report, part of our news report every week. But Eddie Kingston, I have read nothing about him injuring his leg, and I read the news, well, wrestling news, not actual news, wrestling news, and I've seen nothing about that.
Mm.
At least the Wrestling Observer didn't report it that I saw.
Sorry, this huge across the face.
But yeah, it's been a pretty good collision. I feel like couple matches, were kind of nothing matches, but that opening match that was nice. A bloody Mark Briscoe beating Lance Archer. I enjoyed that. What was that other good match?
Beast Mortos versus Takeshi.
Yeah, that was good. I like that. I like that match.
And the best match was the Outrunners because they finally won.
So yeah, and like I said, the other three matches, just the Grizzled Young Vets was nothing. That Orange Cassidy Brian Keith match, I don't know. I missed the whole thing. It seemed like nothing.
That's because it took like 3 seconds.
The Outrunners match was nothing.
It was the greatest victory ever seen on AEW. Against all odds, the Outrunners came out victorious.
Did Sheeta win the match?
Yeah.
That match, I missed the whole thing.
It was awesome.
Sheeta versus Perazo, so I'll have to go back and watch that one.
I tried to get you to stop talking about Vince McMahon and watch it. It was so good.
I gotta talk to the people.
Let's talk about the awesome match that was happening on television. I like to pretend like Vince McMahon doesn't exist.
Well, that's you can't.
I can, and I do.
You can't cover wrestling and do that.
I cover AEW.
What move did Sheeta hit to win?
I would assume the katana, but I don't remember. What is he doing? Those were like, was he trying to do a European uppercut? Those are really weird from Claudio.
Oh, big swing. Oh, nope. Super kick party.
It's because the Young Bucks ruin everything.
I love it.
Me too.
Let's see what else we got here. Man, is that? Oh no, okay.
What?
RB065 talking about Eddie Kingston says he got his leg hurt at a New Japan pay-per-view against Gabe Kidd.
Thank you.
Thank you. Castellar Daniel Garcia, what's up? Says Taya is a marvelous heel.
Absolutely.
Taya Valkyrie, yeah.
I love her. Like now that she's with Johnny TV doing stuff, I think she's awesome. When she first appeared in AEW, I was like, I do not understand what the big hype with her was. That since she got moved to ROH and then made her way back to AEW, I totally agree with you.
RBO65 says, I like the Willow and Stat promo. Yeah, I didn't get to hear it. I'm going to have to go back and watch it.
I was too distracted by what Statlander was wearing to hear it. So do you think Pac is going to be in the BCC? Because now he's wrestling with the three.
I was saying that earlier. I think he will. I feel like they will invite him. Yeah. I think he fits.
Yeah,
I think they should. Yeah, for sure. Fazby says, I like how they're all taking it easy with hits because tomorrow is the pay-per-view. Yeah, definitely.
I was wondering why Claudio's was like the worst uppercuts I've ever seen from him.
Yeah.
I think he has the best uppercuts, and so that makes sense. I don't really think.
Oh my goodness, look at this.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a good call there.
God.
Bam.
Man, Okada's got to have such like core strength. Holy fuck.
Mm-hmm. And well, while we're in the main event, we haven't done it. I usually try and remember to do it. Do the t-shirt check and see who's wearing what. No wrestling shirt for Kay.
I'm wearing a Universal Monsters apron because I was baking. And underneath that, I have a Muppets periodic table shirt because I'm a science teacher.
So no
and
wrestling.
I have Lego earrings because I coach the Lego robotics team.
You're ruining the t-shirt check. You're ruining the purpose.
I mean, that's the t-shirt I'm wearing.
You just say I'm not wearing a wrestling t-shirt and we move on.
No, I want them to get to know me as a person. I love Lego. I love horror movies. I love the Muppets. I love the periodic table and anything to do with chemistry.
I've got my Okada shirt on. This was exclusive to the AEW All Elite crate. No, I am not paid to say that. But you should check it out if you like AEW because you get cool shirts like this that you literally can't get anywhere else.
I can't believe you put a pin in it.
Put a pin in it. I'm wearing a Nightmare Before Christmas steel pin. In our house, we celebrate Halloween pretty much starting around now. You know, like
September 1st.
I don't go by September 1st, but definitely like September 7th for sure. Yeah. This time, September 5th, maybe. Yeah, we start Halloween.
I can't believe you didn't have our outside Halloween decorations up like at midnight.
It's been very
September 1st.
Very busy week.
Yeah.
Very busy week.
Like I normally have to force him to wait till September 1st because he's got the box out and is like, I'm gonna put him outside.
Eric Tate saying good AEW so far. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Pretty. The good matches have been good, and the shit matches were shit. So yeah, too many.
The great matches were great.
Too many squash matches for me. But the rest of the show has been good. Yeah. This match is a light year better than the SmackDown main event. I don't know or care what that is. RBO65 says. Yeah, I'll be curious to see what the ratings are because we got Collision on, which is showing their copyright sign right now. I guess now it's Rampage? No. We got Collision on, we got SmackDown on, and we got just cut black. Now we're back.
That's because it's 10.
We got SmackDown on, and we got the NFL is playing a game in Brazil for the first time. So a lot of TV directed at males, at mostly males tonight.
I thought SmackDown came on earlier today.
No, 8 o'clock.
Oh. Told me that. I guess
he was wrong. Yes. Okay. Yeah, don't turn and watch that NFL game. But yeah, like I said, a lot of TV directed towards males, 18 through 49 tonight. So it's very interesting to see what the ratings are. The NFL game is just on Peacock though. So I figure the SmackDown and Collision ratings. Yeah, they don't do ratings for Peacock, I don't think. So it'll just be between SmackDown and Collision. I feel like Collision's going to get the shorter end of that stick. I don't know what they're doing on SmackDown, but I think Collision's rating is not going to be so hot.
I just want to point out that the biggest football fan that I know is like a 70-something-year-old woman.
Who's that?
Your mother. And as a female wrestling fan, I find it insulting.
I just said that's what they're targeted at. But
yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, women can watch whatever they want. I'm just saying those programs are built to be for men, mostly. Fazby says, today was awesome. I'm glad you had a good Friday. I had a pretty good Friday, too. RB065, also some baseball games, especially on the National League East side of them. It definitely is time to start watching baseball. Man, playoff MLB baseball, there's not a lot better. I mean, there really is not. She doesn't watch baseball, so don't even listen to her.
Playoff NBA basketball. You cannot tell me that that's not better.
I don't know, actually.
What?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Because there's so much strategy in the baseball, it's in the playoffs, like live or die decisions. And then, you play the same team several times. You get to see like all their pitchers. You get to see the relief pitchers several times, and guys are figuring out timing and this and that, and spacing on the field. Like having a baseball playoff series like that is just so interesting and fun to watch. Now that they've sped the game up some,
Oh yeah, I haven't watched the new stuff.
yeah, baseball is much more fun to watch than it was.
Well,
I have to admit.
Oh, you're saying series like the NBA finals aren't a series, but they are.
Okay, the NBA is fun too.
It's better.
Okay.
I'm a basketball fan.
I think I might like the NFL better than either of those, though. Honestly,
Oh,
yeah, a lot of it's like chess, but all the pieces can move at the same time, and there's a ball.
you know how you said that you think COVID made you dumber? I feel like this is the best evidence for that.
You're
Choosing
dumb.
the NFL over the NBA.
I think so. I think so. I like them all though, so it's Arby says the female demo for the NFL was increased thanks to Taylor Swift. I bet, yeah. They show her. They definitely take time to show her at all the Chiefs games. Oh, and Fazby says those knees of Pac into Okada. Yeah, that's what I reacted to. You don't see Pac miss moves ever, but he definitely missed on that. Yeah, knees right to Okada's guts.
I had
Connie the Cook says ref lost control of this one. Yeah, definitely. Who knows how this is going to turn out?
I had students talk to me about Taylor Swift for the first time today.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wanted to know if I like her, and I was like, honestly, I think I know one Taylor Swift song, and they started naming her songs, and I didn't know any.
Shake It Off. Is that a song?
That's the one I knew.
That's all I know.
Yeah.
Shake It Off. I know that. It's catchy.
Mm-hmm. My sister loves her. She flew to Florida to see her in concert.
Oh, that makes me think of that movie that just came out, Trap.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, the new M. Night Shyamalan movie, Trap. I'm sure we all saw it advertised a billion times, it felt like.
Hartnett.
Josh Hartnett, yeah, coming back to Hollywood out of nowhere. But yeah, that was a very good movie. If you like thrillers, kind of, it wasn't horror, but if you like a thriller kind of movie, Trap is a lot of fun. And I won't say anything about it, but
yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I highly recommend that movie. It was good, very good, very unpredictable. That's what I want in those kind of movies and a thriller. Arby says, I'm a Mets fan, and the race for the wild card has been incredible. All right. Check out the Mets. I'm a Cubs fan.
You're a
myself.
Red Sox fan.
I'm not a Red Sox fan.
He married me.
I like the Red Sox, okay. They might be they're like my third favorite team. That's it. Cubs, Phillies, Red Sox.
My parents and my entire family, other than like my sister and my parents, they all live in Massachusetts. My parents are from Boston. You have no choice. We have a Red Sox sticker on our car.
I can take it off.
I can take off your Cubs sticker.
Don't do that. It looks good. All right, back to the match. Yeah, we got Pac and Okada in there. It's been an interesting match. We lost control, and now we're back to three guys on the outside waiting to get tagged in. And what I see is it's been fun, but yeah.
What's that ref's name? It's like Steph Stevenson.
I think it's like
that, isn't it?
Stefan Smith or something.
Yeah, it's like
I think that's right.
some alliteration
I don't know.
there.
I think that's his name actually.
Ooh, Queen Aminata in action.
Where'd you see that?
On the picture right there.
Oh, okay. And we got
The fashion fight.
Oh yeah, House of Black versus MXM tag match. Buddy and Brody. Is that it? Queen Aminata's wrestling, and then the tag match, and that's it on Rampage.
Well, we don't know.
Well, yeah, we don't know. Yeah, we're into this is Rampage now.
Yeah.
So I don't
You
know.
just
if
have to
they-
sing the song because they didn't get a chance to play it.
No, I don't know if they've had a match here. Ooh, I don't know if they've had a match here in AEW that has gone from one program to the other.
They have. When Battle of the Belts is on, often whatever overrun happens into Battle of the Belts, and then they go into Battle of the Belts when the match is over.
All right. All right.
Battle of the Belts this year, there better be
Oh, wait.
what?
Oh, nothing.
Okay. There better be belts changing hands, is what I'm saying. And not Ring of Honor belts. AEW belts.
Yes. Speaking of which, I don't think any belts are changing hands tomorrow.
Me either.
What RBO65 says, yeah, Battle of the Belts. All right, telling me I was wrong also. Okay, yeah, you guys are right. Yeah, I don't, right. We don't think any belts are changing hands tomorrow. We got, what, 5, 6 title matches at the
Mhm.
pay-per-view announced.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, Wolf, Kay, and myself, pardon me, predicted all the champions keeping their belts. So we'll see. We had 5 title changes at All In 2 weeks ago. So I think they'll go the opposite way and go for a little, I don't know what word I was looking for. They'll stick with the champions for right now, I feel like.
There's 5 title matches announced.
Yeah. RBO65, I would love an upset on those shows. Yeah, me too. Yeah. So talking about All Out, yeah. And we got the 0 Hour coming up with 0 matches announced for it, unless I've missed something.
I haven't seen anything.
Maybe on Rampage we'll get some matches announced. I don't know. We got like 50 minutes or so to book some 0 Hour matches.
I think they'll do FTW, Hook versus Roderick Strong. Because on Dynamite,
Yeah.
Hook said he'd give him a rematch since his foot was on the rope.
And FTR is not on the pay-per-view. Chris Jericho is not on the pay-per-view. Somehow he never misses a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's up with that.
And they made cool FTR Chicago shirts. They have to be on there somewhere.
Yeah. I don't know what we'll do. I don't know. FTR versus Acclaimed. I don't know.
I hope not. I feel like we've seen that frequently recently.
I think we saw it once, 2-on-2.
2-on-2, yeah, once.
But it was good, so yeah, do it again.
It was awesome.
I'm one of those. I don't have a problem with seeing multiple matches. You know, I've got, you know, a lot of guys and gals in AEW are good enough that they can change things up. So, like I said, I don't have a problem with people fighting 2, 3, 4, 5 times, whatever. You know, they're feuds. You gotta build it. You know, it's like with Hangman and Swerve. This is going to be their 4th, 5th singles match against each other, and the feud just keeps getting better.
I don't have a problem with it either, but I'd rather see the Acclaimed versus the Young Bucks, which I know can't happen because they already have a match. But I feel like they earned a title shot with an elimination match.
Yeah.
And then unfairly
Eliminator
match, and then unfairly had another tag team added to their shot.
I hear you. Oh, that's it. Faces win.
We have all of the elite people winning tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Yeah.
Who was it? Yuta, Claudio, Pac,
Danielson.
What? Danielson? Yeah.
Danielson, yeah.
Was in the match?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. That's why I was like, do you think that Pac is officially part of the BCC now? Because the other 3 active members were in the match.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. I missed. I don't know how I missed him. I didn't see him do anything. Oh, no, I did. I saw him do a drop kick. Never mind. Weird.
One day I'll say
I
stuff.
missed
and
most of
you'll
that
just
match.
Believe
Oh,
me.
more Outrunners.
Yeah.
Guys, congratulations on your first ever win here in AEW. How will you celebrate?
Lexi, can you believe it? The Outrunners have done it. Load up the jet skis, pop the champagne truth. We're taking this party to the nation. Can you believe it? The same week that we're topping the merchandise charts is the same week we get our first win. Watch us.
No! No!
Did they say they were top merchandise sellers this week?
That's what they said.
Why don't we throw you a break? Oh, this is exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay, stop. Stop.
I know.
I don't like him.
RBO 65, what a fun match. I agree. That was a fun main event. I didn't get to see most of it, but like I said, I always rewatch these shows.
It was a fun main event / opening match.
Right. Faz B saying they're back. Mox. Faz B says leave the 80s alone. Wait, does that mean you don't like the Outrunners gimmick, or you're saying Mox should leave them alone?
I'm hoping Mox should leave them alone.
Faz B says Queen's entrance music is nice. Well, let's listen.
I can't hear it.
I can't hear. I'm not hearing
We'll
much.
listen to it when we watch it.
Yeah, we keep the volume down. Versus what was who are the
I don't think they've said who's
no, who hit the heels in that match? Who was it?
What match?
The match we just watched.
The Elite.
Yeah. Missing
Missing Kate again. Worst name ever.
Welcome to the broadcast table. Rampage team.
Who did Judah pin in that match?
Don't know.
24 hours away, all out. Here we are.
I didn't even know Yuta was the one with them.
Mm-hmm.
Hoping to rebound from a loss in that four-way TBS championship match.
What is happening?
Going on backstage, that might be John Moxley. What do you make of John Moxley?
Or it might be a production truck fuck up.
These two.
They just showed footage of the ceiling backstage during the match.
What do you mean by that?
Maybe beat up a cameraman.
Saying he just wanted to talk. I'm not so sure. But I do know the Queen Aminata is trying to.
I'm gonna be crude for a minute. Is that okay?
Sure.
Queen Aminata's ass is awesome. Look at that.
I agree with that, I
Damn.
guess. Yeah.
Oh, Serena Deeb now watching on.
Wow, the color's really fucked up on the AEW television backstage. Missa Kate looked yellow.
Together in that four-way match, and they for a while. Oh, you number 1, 2, 3.
Well, there's that.
What is she? What match? What move?
I don't know the names of her moves.
All right.
There you go.
The brain
drain.
drain.
Like it.
Impressive victory for the Queen. Yes. Big win for the Queen. And why not see her in Deep's dojo?
Oh, he's been.
I've just been told by
Fasby said that he loves the Outrunners and that Mox should leave the 80s alone. I agree.
Yeah.
a trios match.
They don't deserve that.
Justin Rhodes, Sammy Guevara, and Hologram against Dark Order. That is coming up.
Wait, what?
Hologram making his Rampage debut. It's coming up next.
Hologram and Sammy Guevara versus the Dark Order? Is that
I
what they
think
just
they
said?
said Hologram, Dustin Rhodes, and Sammy versus the Dark Order. Yeah, nice.
Awesome.
That's gonna be awesome.
I
What?
haven't seen.
Oh wait, is there a cage match tonight?
I don't know.
Or are
That's what they
they
said.
having Rampage in Chicago?
Don't know.
Wait,
Earn your share of $10,000 in prizes. Download the DraftKings app now. Sign up with promo code Rampage. Grand DraftKings. The crown is yours, and we're back live right after this.
I guess they're in Chicago. I mean, they wouldn't just set up a cage for nothing.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know if they said that this trios match was a cage match and I just missed it. But they'd be lowering it if that was the case. This is exciting.
The FASB says when Mox showed up, the fans went, everyone is invited. Everyone is invited? What? FASB said it's Mustard Tiger. No idea what you're talking about. And FASB said, damn, next match is insane. Yeah, I can't wait. It's a cool, weird combo. We've definitely never seen Dustin, Sammy, and Hologram versus the Dark Order before. Dark
All-Star.
Order getting dusted off and brought onto television.
Yeah. Well, they were feuding on Ring of Honor with Sammy and Dustin.
Oh, okay.
That's how Sammy and Dustin got together. Is they came to Dustin and Sammy came out to defend Dustin and the Von Erichs against Dark Order because they were beating them up after a match or something like that.
Okay, thank you. I did not know that.
I read the news.
Yeah, Hologram, man. I say it every week, one of my favorites, bless you.
Hang on, sorry.
The guy is amazing. Bless you, every match he has, he does several things I've never seen before. So, man, I can't wait to see him. I love him. Casby says everyone is invested. In the match. Yeah, I got you. We're getting a Vice President Harris commercial. Against Trump, of course.
Did you buy lotto tickets?
Nope.
What are the ones in the trash from?
I don't know, but the trash. Sorry to be silent. I'm writing down the next match. I'm old, so I keep paper notes about everything. We both do. We keep paper notes about everything.
Well, that's because we use our phones for the stream.
Yeah, because we use our phones for the stream. I would still keep paper notes instead of on a computer. So. So Rampage, I guess not. They don't seem to be taking too much time to build up for All Out. I mean, well, here they are.
Say this is the most important night of my entire life. Daniel Garcia gets a shot at the international championship, and what match is that? I'd like to be in your corner tonight. How's that sound? When MJF returned to AEW after a lengthy absence due to injury, he found a completely different world from when he left. It's time to shine. Talent would come in and fill the void left by MJF. Talent like Nuance, talent like Daniel Garcia. MJF will try to get close to you emotionally, but he's got your back.
This was when MJF showed back up with his new hair, his brand new front hair. No judgment. Good for him. If I were going bald, I definitely would try and fight it somehow. I really I don't want that to happen. So who knows?
And Daniel's career could be over. It's what breaks your neck. These athletes are saying, winning is not enough. I'm going to send you straight to paradise. I think Daniel Garcia and MJF truly realized that. What happens at All Out in Chicago?
That should be a good one. I feel like that's going to open the show tomorrow night. MJF and Garcia.
MJF, Daniel Garcia, one-on-one. But coming up next, fans, we are waiting for the debut of Hologram here on Rampage. Let's go back to our
They could maybe do Danielson versus Perry as the first match, but I feel like it'll be MJF versus Garcia tomorrow night. And give us a long first match, a long, awesome first match. That'll be a good way to start the show.
we saw a great champions match. We thought we're good.
So yeah, we were just talking about, 20 minutes ago about so many belts. Here we got Dustin Rhodes and Sammy are the Ring of Honor tag champs, and Dustin Rhodes is 1/3 of the Ring of Honor 6-man champions. And this isn't for any of those belts, but just too many belts on television. It really it decreases the value. Um,
I'm excited.
the only one where the value doesn't feel decreased is the world title. I mean, that's been heavily protected to just have some of the best guys in the business having it. Um,
I love this team here with Dustin, Sammy, my boy Sammy. Hologram, 48 days ago, made his debut on Collision. Has not lost a match since then. He has been nothing less than sensational. Fans are chanting Hologram.
man, this guy's awesome. Hologram. I can't wait till just talking about belts. I can't wait till he's got a belt. Just based on his performance so far, he fucking deserves one, man. Give him a title match against somebody.
John Silver, Alex Reynolds, and Evil Uno, and Dark
I haven't seen Evil Uno wrestle on AEW in months.
Tonight, I can fix it. It's pretty wild, guys, that at this point in Dustin Rhodes' career, he's become Mr. Ring of Honor in a lot of ways. He's got gold, yeah. Nothing to change. I love it. Let's take a look at Hologram right here. Let me start things off for his team. I think in many ways it's like Mr. Collision.
I really like what they're doing with Dustin, Sammy Guevara, and the Von Erich brothers. And having Dustin kind of as the leader, the teacher. Very cool. And Sammy, a ton of talent. Could use a little leadership, it seems like. Um, and the Von Erichs, obviously, they're very, very new to the business. There goes Hologram, just jumping through all the fucking ropes like 6 times, making it look very easy. Oh, he didn't stick that one. Just a flip for no reason, and he gets kicked in the back. That's not so hot.
Alex Reynolds, one of the best wrestlers here in AEW. No question. Attack was
But yeah, I like that faction. They should have had the Von Erichs come out with them. That's something AEW does. It's a very faction based company, but a lot of times they'll build these factions, but not really, not really reinforce who is in the stable together. Like I said, the Von Erichs aren't here. A lot of times the BCC guys will come out. Sometimes they'll come out with nobody else from the BCC, etc. They do that with a lot of factions. They built that faction with Lance Archer, the Righteous, and Jake the Snake as a manager, and then we almost never saw them all together after that. And like I said, they do that an awful lot, and I wish they would make it obvious to the fans, who's in what faction, who's hanging together. Yeah, what I was saying earlier, seems like Rampage we're not using too much to build up All Out tomorrow. We just had that was a pretty good video package, I thought, about MJF and Daniel Garcia, but that's all we've really seen on Rampage to build up for tomorrow, except of course the end of that 8-man tag match. I mean, these guys. I mean, this is a fun match. Don't get me wrong, but we've got 6 guys who aren't on the show tomorrow. This shouldn't be on. And these shows should all be guys and gals who are on the show tomorrow night. I mean, I hate to say Hologram shouldn't have a match. Maybe that's the exception. Maybe Hologram should have a match and nobody else in this match though. But yeah, just like I said, to me, you got a pay-per-view, you're building it, you're asking people to spend whatever it is, $40, $50. Build it, show off the talent who's going to be on the show. I mean, that's generally what you do on TV the week of the pay-per-view. Just keep the pay-per-view people on the screen. Yeah, just to go over the All Out card tomorrow real quickly. We've got MJF versus Daniel Garcia. Pretty good feud they've got going. We got the AEW Continental Title match: Okada versus Orange Cassidy versus Konosuke Takeshita versus Mark Briscoe. Uh, should be a good match, but Okada's definitely winning, I think. We got the Chicago Street Fight match with Willow Nightingale versus Chris Statlander. We got the World Tag Team title match with the Young Bucks defending against Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta. We got the TBS title match with Mercedes Moné defending against Hikaru Shida, and Camille is banned from ringside. We got the international title match with Will Ospreay defending against Pac. I think that'll definitely be the match of the night, I think. We got the world title match with Bryan Danielson defending against Jack Perry. And then we have what I'm pretty sure is going to be the main event, a steel cage lights out match that Tony Khan said is not sanctioned by AEW. We got Swerve Strickland versus Hangman Adam Page. I don't know how they're going to top the last time they fought, but I bet they will. I bet they'll find a way. So yeah, sounds like an awesome show to me. I don't see 1 week match on this. So shit, I thought All In was a great pay-per-view. This may end up being better than All In. Well, I mean, we had several big surprises at All In, and like I said a minute ago, 5 title changes. And I don't think we're going to see any title changes tomorrow night. I just don't see it in any of those title matches. But even that, forget about that. It's still going to be a great show, I think. And of course, we're covering it. We're doing a watch along. We're starting at 6:25. Bam! That was nice. Double acai moonsaults. Canadian Destroyer in the ring. Bam! Sammy with a big diamond cutter. Hologram with something crazy. 450. 450. Awesome.
But that was a great shot by Dustin Rhodes, Sammy and Hologram to win this trios match. Got the upper hand on that one. One more chapter in the favor of Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara in this storied conflict. Like you said, Sammy, there might be more to come. Big win for this trios team. Speaking of great trios teams,
See, here's the thing about the AEW. You need momentum on your side. The job done with a win here or a win there. That's turning together, a little snowball. We can dug it, we dug it, we dug it. Come on.
Listen, we all want W's. I want a W just as much as the next guy. But there's something serious we need to address. I still don't have a nickname, guys, all right? I mean, we got fully cocked Colton Gunn. We got rock hard Juice Robinson. And what do you got for me? They're pretty cool. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got?
I got an idea. Ass boy. Runner up in the top prospect tournament.
That was a lot, guys. That was a lot.
Wait, I can done it. Nepo baby.
What do you got, a famous mom or something?
Former AEW Trios champion.
Oh,
Like that. I ain't talking about all of us now.
that is tough on the team that we beat with the ROH 6-man title. You might consider one guy. We're the bigger everything else for them. We're not really talking to me like
Listen, the only reason is because your trio team had 6 members on it. There's no way the 3 of you beat the 3 of us.
Well, why don't we find out, huh?
Oh, yeah, find out. How's that sound?
Yeah, they're not down with that.
Watch
We got
that.
2 words for you.
Six. Oh, well.
All right, so we got Brian Cage and the Gates of Agony taking on the Bang Bang Gang. They didn't say when. I don't know, 0 hour pay-per-view. I don't know. I didn't hear them say when that's happening. So that'll be a good match. I'm a big fan of Brian Cage. I think he's really underused by AEW. He's pretty good on the mic, and he's great in the ring. I think. Does things a guy so muscular does, you feel like he shouldn't be so agile. But he is. I mean, the guy looks like a wrestling star. So I don't understand the ways that they use him, that they utilize him. He takes a lot of pins from people he should be beating. Like I said, I don't get it. But that'll be a good match. I feel like the Bang Bang Gang are definitely gonna win it. And maybe we see Jay White return. if that's on the 0 hour or the pay-per-view. So like I said, we got 8 matches for the pay-per-view. I feel like usually they have a bit more. They usually have like 9 or 10 matches, so we may get some added tonight. It's AEW. We may get some added tomorrow, the day of the show. We'll see. Just for fun, let's see what was on All Out last year, 2023. On the 0 hour, we had a bunch. We had an over budget charity battle royal. I'm not sure what that means. Hangman Adam Page won that. Had a bunch of people in that. We had a 6-woman tag match. Hikaru Shida, Sky Blue, and Willow Nightingale beat Athena, Diamante, and Mercedes Martinez. We had a World Trios title match. Billy Gunn and the Acclaimed. I don't remember this. This says they were accompanied by Dennis Rodman. Did that happen?
Yes.
Okay, I don't remember that at all. They beat Jay Lethal, Jeff Jarrett, and Satnam Singh. And we're back on here in a minute. I'll go over the pay-per-view card from last year. Just to see, just interesting to me to see how things have changed, how guys and gals have been shifted around on the card.
Go ahead. It's us. We got you. And we heard that Tony's putting a big
Like it.
on this one, but unfortunately, I don't think it's going to match those cool outfits top like.
I'll come back for a minute.
Got the K's making cupcakes, so I got the whatever this thing is called.
He's not on the winning side.
The spinner, the spinny thing. The mixer attachment, she says.
How about that tomorrow? 0 out. A 3-way. And now it's main event time on Rampage.
Well, something just got booked for 0 hour, but I'm not sure what it was. It looked like the Undisputed Kingdom versus another team versus another team. That's what it looked like, but I missed it. I'm sorry. I'm sure. I hope somebody out there caught it. If you caught who it was, let me know.
Your Rampage main event is a Friday night basket fight. Introducing first at a combined weight of 512 pounds, honoring the House of Black, Buddy Matthews and Brody King.
Well, some interesting fashion choices by the House of Black for tonight's Friday night fashion fight.
They've elected to go with flat right kick hands. So there we are. Brave choice, Matt. And speaking of brave choices, what are you wearing? A little flag. Can't run with the flag jumpsuit, Nigel. That's not. I think it looks great. Listen, the House of Black come out the same way every time. This fashion thing is only the MXM collections thing. It's not the House of Black's thing. What do we think of Top Flight's new fashion style? Think they look like strippers? I would.
Huh.
But you got stuff coming out of a cake. Hey, what a match. Don't be a 0-hour tomorrow, right? Top Flight. Here come the boys.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 495 pounds. Mansoor and Mason Madden.
Is icing okay?
Yep.
It's not going to be pretty.
Don't care.
Find out what they got, big gentlemen. Touching tips. Rest of the night. What is this? I have no idea. They have some fun fashion choices. What in I believe these are the judges of the Friday Night Fashion Flag. The judges. They come all the way from
Delicious.
especially
All this shit with like the Friday night fashion fight and touching tips and all this bullshit. They can take that shit back to WWE.
one of the guys in the garbage bag.
I got no interest in that kind of thing in AEW.
For the MXM collection. If they
I don't think I'm alone in that.
we got the NFL weekend coming up. Of course, they have no former NFL offensive lineman. This guy's wearing a garbage bag. I believe that is a polythene dress. Oh, shut up.
Of course you know. You're a real pretty boy, Nigel.
Repeat that again. All right, here we go. Tonight's just a Friday night fashion week, but afterwards, it'll be fashion week. Oh, let's see. Let me see. Tags all around. Wow.
Do we disagree up here? I don't disagree.
Donnie, what would you have given that? 6.5.
Oh, you're tough. You're tough, Tony.
There's another ball. Let's see what that gets. Judges. 3 more tags yet. Perfect dismount. Guys in the garbage bag. That back elbow was stiff. With a jab, back shoulder. Content buddy down.
Sorry that are not pretty, huh?
Can I get some milk, please?
The strength of Buddy Matthews is the
Oh, you got it's recording, so no. Well, I had people talking to me. If you're still out there, feel free to talk. Share your thoughts on Rampage. Share your thoughts on Collision for the night. After this main event here, I'll give like my we always do the best match, worst match, and the rating for the show. So I'll be doing that for Collision and Rampage. Kay, did you see enough of the show to do that?
Nope.
Okay, so I'll be alone in doing that.
I can do Collision, but not Rampage.
Okay.
I'm not sure what it gives a damn about the scores of the judges here.
All right, now let's take a look at Big Mason Man. Florian Duck, offensive lineman.
A gigantic human being.
Absolutely, from the University of North Carolina, scouted by Tony Khan.
Oh boy, you talk about gigantic human beings.
Mason Madden, former North Carolina Tar Heel football player and former Jacksonville Jaguar football player, now a pro wrestler. It's interesting, he played for the Jaguars, and Tony Khan's father owns the Jacksonville Jaguars, so it's pretty cool. He's a decent wrestler. He's got potential. I feel like he's got some room to grow. Mansoor, decent wrestler. He's funny. Like I said, they can take some of the shit back to WWE, like whatever this is they're doing right now. I don't know don't know. I don't know who they're supposed to be entertaining or who would care about this. There we go. Bam. Mason Madden's just like pondering how much he got hurt by that flying knee by Matthews. We have cupcakes. We have cupcakes here. Very good.
This is the first time I've ever made frosting. Actually, I don't know if that's true. First time I ever made buttercream frosting. One year for my mom's birthday, I made her gluten-free chocolate cupcakes, and then I hollowed out the inside and I filled them with salted caramel, and then I made salted caramel frosting on top. She liked them.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm back.
You on there? Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Now they can hear me.
I'm back. There we go. Sorry about that, everyone. I don't know what I pressed. Press something. Press something, and everyone's gone.
I should have left some unfrosted. Frosting's too sweet
Is it?
for me.
It's got a little of a weird taste to it, but it's good though.
Mm. Oh yeah, very sugary.
Mansoor just for the butt cheek to Buddy Matthews face.
So what's fashioning about
Like I said, fuck all that shit. They had 3 judges judging stuff and rating it 1 to 10.
Like the fashion?
I don't know. I think they were rating and now a double butt to Buddy Matthews' face. I'm really getting tired of this act.
I like it.
Yeah, I got no use for this.
Women do hip attacks all the time. Nothing wrong with a dude doing it.
It's not really what they're doing. They're just,
Yeah, they're raising their hip.
they're like sexualizing it. They're putting like the butthole in another man's face. It's obvious that, look, and now they're rubbing each other's asses together.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if it were just a hip attack, fine. Like I said, they're sexualizing it, and that's
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who they're supposed to be entertaining, but I'm not entertained by them.
I'm entertained. So I guess me. They're trying to entertain me, and it's working.
Nicely done by Mansoor. An injury by Mansoor. He will hit the left side ropes. Back on the Buddy knee. Buddy can get a cover by Buddy in there. Buddy, though, was trying to make a tag. He is kind of spent right now.
To take Benadryl or something. I'm going crazy. Do you ever eat it like that where you make a sandwich?
What?
Do you ever eat it like that where you break the cupcake in half and make a sandwich?
I've not, but that seems good.
Meat on meat. No vegans here tonight. Absolutely nothing. We talked about it. Strong, big offensive lineman, Brody. Picks him up, makes Sewell. A great brusque. Straight up, pointed in. Brody by the throat, at least. And then a headbutt. Oh, man, did that ever catch Brody?
Oh.
Brody sends him into the turnbuckle pads. We're learning from Madden. Such a cheap man trying to protect himself. You don't want to watch it for the cannonball here.
But it's not going to happen then.
To you.
Oh.
You're right in with the cannonball that time of the cover. 1, 2. So close. Almost won the match. Brody thought for sure he would. I am impressed with the grit here of MXN. The collection. Not something you hear every day. No, but you know what? And I get it. They love passion. They feel that. But they've shown me something here, guys. So they feel like they have more passion than anyone in AEW. Can you pass it, Brody? Great statement. Excellent collection. Capable of beating top competition. Yes. Big man that win on Rampage. There was one with a shirt.
Don't tell me they're beating the House of Black.
They are not beating the House of Black.
We are coming to you live on this Friday night. We will be back in this arena live tomorrow night. What a minute!
We'll be back live tomorrow night starting at 6:55 or no, 6:25.
25.
And I will take allergy medicine, so I'm not sneezing the whole time.
I think after I fucked up a room, I don't know if we're talking to anyone out there.
So,
Oh, nice.
Rising knee strike in the corner. Elevates Mansoor to the top turnbuckle. House of Black starting to smell it now. You can feel it.
I'm not a leader, but I can't see allergies.
Yeah, go away.
Sorry.
Oh, now Matthews. Buddy, nowhere to go.
It's too loud. What's up, baby?
Oh, man. Brody King goes flying through the ropes. That's something. Matthews superplex on Mansoor. And throws him at Brody King. Damn, who spikes him for a pile driver. I think that's it.
Buddy Matthews and Brody King, the House of Black.
The House of Black secure a very, very difficult win over the MXN collection.
Hey, stop. Leave it all alone.
Buddy dropped on his head, still have enough balance to help with the win that time. And Dante's Inferno got the win.
Hey.
Tomorrow night, Will Ospreay defends the International Championship. Standing by is the International Champion, Will Ospreay. Let's listen in.
Will Ospreay here coming up.
I've been asked all day today. How you feeling, Will? You feeling all right? I don't know how you feel when you're taking a poison rhino on a stage and a brain buster on some stage cards. Mate, yeah, hunky dory. Look at me, I'm feeling great. Feeling great to cut these ties that bind myself and back. Because that's history, right? You see, Pac, everybody might know you as a bastard right now, or maybe they know you as a man that gravity forgot. I know you as a UK backyard wrestler. See, I can say words to you right now that'll perk your ears like no one else knows. I can say stuff like Steve Farrell. I can say stuff like NAW. Because I've walked in your shoes. When I walked into that territory that you left, they said, man, you're good. You ain't Pac. They said the same thing on the UK independence. They said, you're good. You're not Pac. One by one, I made all those guys eat their words. And then I walked on that bridge that you built from England to Japan. You paved that way for me, and I thank you for that. But when I walked in there, they said, you're good. You're not Pac. And I've been chasing you constantly, consistently. And 5 years ago, I had that moment when he was holding the Dragon Gate Dream Gate Championship, and that was a never openweight championship, and we didn't get a win or a loss. It was a tie, 30-minute time limit draw. You think I'm satisfied with that? No, bro, I've been chasing you all of this time. And here it is. Without even realizing it, I've lapped you. And last week when you hit me with that reverse Rana and I heard that crappy little northern accent say, don't you forget about me, Will. You think I forget about you? No. I can never forget about you. Not all the work that you've done, not all the history that you have. No one's forgotten about you, son. You've just been in this position so many times. Maybe we've lost faith in you. Want to change it? 24 hours on the clock.
And tomorrow night, and all that in the week with the National Championship, will not bring on the thing against us. Purdue Brian's going to drag his injury-riddled body out one more time. It's the scapegoat, Jack Perry. And Daniel Garcia's got revenge on his mate as he takes on MJF. Chicago's Dream Fight, yes, it will happen tomorrow between Will Nightingale and Chris Statlander. After fending off an attack earlier tonight, Hikaru Shida got the beating of Mercedes Moné. The AEW World Tag Team Championships are going to be on the line as the Young Bucks defend against Claudio and Wheeler Yuta. On the Continental Championship, a four-way match. Kazuchika Okada defending against Spark Briscoe, Orange Cassidy, and Takeshita. And a match that AEW could not sanction. Lights out, steel cage match. Hangman Page and Swerve Strickland. And there you see it, the steel cage match is over the arena here. It'll be tomorrow night. Fans, coming up on the solo weekend, the countdown to All In. Still with us on TV.
Countdown to All In, but we are not doing a watch along for that. I'm gonna wrap things up.
I'm sorry I abandoned you.
So thanks for being with us for 3 hours tonight. I enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoyed it as well. I said I was going to read the All Out card from last year, just so I find it interesting. So I am going to read it here. And then I'm going to give ratings and stuff for what we saw tonight. So yeah, All Out last year. I already read you the 0 hour card. So here's the pay-per-view card. World Tag Team title match. Better Than You, Baby. That's Adam Cole and MJF. They defended against Alex Reynolds and John Silver successfully. We had a Ring of Honor, we had a Ring of Honor World Television title match where the champion, Samoa Joe, successfully defended against Shane Taylor. You gotta go somewhere. We had a TNT title match where Luchasaurus successfully defended against Darby Allin. Miro beat Powerhouse Hobbs. We had a TBS title match, and Chris Statlander successfully defended against Ruby Soho. We had a no disqualification strap match that turned into a bloodbath. Awesome match. Bryan Danielson defeated Ricky Starks in that. We had a tag match where Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta defeated Eddie Kingston and Katsuyori Shibata. And we had Konosuke Takeshita defeated Kenny Omega, one of the 2 times he did. Ton of matches on this fucking pay-per-view. We had an 8-man tag team match where Bullet Club Gold, of course, Austin and Colton Gunn, Jay White, and Juice Robinson they defeated FTR and the Young Bucks, teaming up together. And the main event of All Out last year, Jon Moxley beat Orange Cassidy to win the AEW International title. So yeah, things have changed quite a lot in a year, shifted around.
Wasn't Ricky Steamboat the guest referee in that scat match?
I don't remember. So yeah, good shows tonight. As I said, I think they should have done quite a bit more to build up All Out. But whatever, they didn't, and now we're now the go home shows are over. So yeah, let's talk real quick. All right, Collision match of the night. It's tough. I think, man, it's a tough one. That's a tough one. I think, I think that you got to go somewhere.
Where do you want me to go, babe?
Anywhere but right by the mic. I think the main event was the match of the night on Collision. Pac, Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta. Of course, Pac, Castagnoli, and Yuta are the current World Trios champions. They team with World Champ Bryan Danielson. And of course, Claudio, Wheeler Yuta, and Danielson are the Blackpool Combat Club. And they beat the Elite, which of course are the World Tag Team Champion Young Bucks, TNT Champ Jack Perry, and Continental Champ Kazuchika Okada. And Yuta got the pin after a big swing by Claudio into a Yuta drop kick. And yeah, that was your match of the night for Collision. Worst match on Collision. Let's see. Faz B is saying, can't wait for All Out tomorrow. I am hoping for Jack Perry to win with a little help from Moxley. Wow. That would be something if Jack Perry won the world title tomorrow night. I think there's a little chance. Like I said, not much of a chance, but I think there's a very small chance he does. I predicted Danielson. Myself, Kay, Fabulous, and Wolf all predicted Danielson to retain, but we'll see. Yeah, Perry could win it. That would definitely be a big surprise if Perry won. Worst match on Collision. Let's see. Was the Grizzled Young Veterans beat the Iron Savages in a squash match. Just wasn't much of anything. Now to Rampage. Oh, and Collision, as far as a rating out of 5 bones, I'll give it. It had some good matches. The Continental title challenger match between Briscoe when he beat Archer. That was a very good opener. We saw the Outrunners get their first win in AEW. Takeshita beat the Beast Mordos in a very good match. The main event, like I said, Shida versus Purrazzo. I didn't catch all of it, but it looked like a hard-hitting, good match. So like I said, this show didn't do enough building to tomorrow for me, but I'm gonna give it 4 bones out of 5. Pretty good quality matches. So 4 bones out of 5 for Collision. All right, let's head to Rampage. Queen Aminata pinned Missa Kate after hitting the brain drain. That was a squash match. Let's see. Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara, they're the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, and Dustin Rhodes is 1/3 of the Ring of Honor Trios Champions. They teamed up with the undefeated Hologram, who is amazing, and they beat the Dark Order. That's the team of John Silver, Alex Reynolds, and Evil Uno. Pretty good match. And we saw Buddy Matthews and Brody King 2/3 of the House of Black, and 2/3 of the former World Trios champions, of course. And they defeated the MXM collection, thankfully. Brody King pinned Mansoor after hitting Dante's Inferno. That's their team finisher. Let's see. So, best match on Rampage. I'm going to say Dustin Rhodes, Sammy Guevara, and Hologram with their win over the Dark Order. That was a good trios match. Worst match on Rampage. I'm going to say Buddy Matthews and Brody King beating the MXM collection. There's all that silliness with the MXM collection putting their asses on other men's faces, and whoever those three mystery people were at ringside, rating moves or rating fashion or whatever they're supposed to be rating. None of that was entertaining for me. Really took away for the match. And like I said, I don't even know who it was supposed to entertain. I don't know what demographic they're shooting for with all that. Kay was entertained, but I was not at all. Like I said, keep that shit. Go back to WWE if you're gonna do all that kind of bullshit. So yeah, Rampage. What would I give it? Meh. Did very little to build to All Out. They showed a couple video packages. I'm gonna give it 2 bones out of 5. We saw a squash match with Queen Amanada, the silliness with the Dark Order versus MXM collection, and then we had one
No,
good match.
it was the House of Black versus MXM
What did I
collection.
say?
You said Dark Order.
Oh, I'm sorry. The House of Black beating the MXM collection. All that silliness. And then the Dark Order versus Dustin Rhodes, Sammy Guevara, and Hologram. The one good match on Rampage. So I'm not including the 8-man tag that started on Collision. I'm not including that with Rampage because obviously it was not, probably it was not scheduled to be on Rampage. Maybe it was. But yeah, 2 bones out of 5. Just not a good show and very little build to All Out. So thanks for sticking with us for 3 hours. I got a couple things to tell you real quick, and I'm out of here. Let's see here. Faz B says the All Out countdown starts at midnight tonight. Okay, is that on? We're doing a countdown thing right now. I think I'm going to go back and watch this. Watch these video packages they're putting together. They look pretty good here. Where's this countdown starting at midnight? I've not heard about this. All right, so our coverage of All Out begins at 6:25 tomorrow night. Because the 0 hour begins at 6:30. They booked 1 or 2 matches for the 0 hour, but I was talking to y'all, so I didn't hear what they were. So we'll see. But yeah, 6:25 our coverage begins. It's going to be myself, hopefully K Fabulous, and our friend Wolf, and of course, we made our predictions on Thursday. So please check out the All Out preview and prediction show. It's on YouTube, it's on X, it's on K Fabulous's Twitch feed, and the audio versions are on wherever you get podcasts. So just search No Bones About Wrestling. But yeah, so listen to that. Check out our predictions, and we talk about the angles and where we think the matches and the characters are going. And whoever gets the most predictions correct wins the No Bones About Wrestling Prediction Championship belt, which looks very much like the ECW World title, but it's not. It's the Prediction Championship belt. So Wolf currently has this. He's had it for a month and a half, and we'll see who comes out with the title. I'm going to mention one more thing. Actually, 2 more things. First, our schedule coming up. As I said, tomorrow night our All Out coverage starts at 6:25. It's going to be all 3 of us. at 6:25 tomorrow, and we're going till whenever the pay-per-view ends. Probably, and we'll probably go 10 to 15 minutes after the pay-per-view ends. Talking about it. So who knows when we're going to be up till 11:45 midnight? I don't know. We'll see how long the show goes. Um, so that is Saturday. And then Tuesday, we're doing our weekly show, AEW Weekly, where K Fabulous and I cover all the AEW news that's fit to print, as they say. And we'll be focusing mainly on the AEW All Out show. Of course, talking about how our predictions went, and most importantly, talking about the show, where what the surprises were, where the angles are going, and who won, who lost. I'll give my bone ratings for the matches and all that fun stuff. So, like I said, Tuesday at 7. Every Tuesday at 7, we do AEW Weekly. So we'll be focusing on the pay-per-view Tuesday night. And the last thing I want to tell you, we are still in the middle of our giveaway. We're doing a giveaway where you can, for free, you can win this Darby Allin plush doll. So pretty well detailed. Like I've shown, he has got his makeup there. He's got his skeleton tattoo on his arm there. He's got his tattoo on his chest. We got his boots with a little heart, and you turn him around. He's got his hood. You see his hands. All the studs on his belt and boots and stuff. So this is pretty good. It's brand new. I got it in the AEW All Elite crate last month or 2 months ago, whenever it was. July, yeah, 2 months ago. And it's just, it's cool, but just I've got enough stuff sitting around on shelves. I have no use for this doll. I'm sure someone out there wants it more than I do. So all you need to do is go to our X feed, which is at No Bones Wrestling. So that's at No Bones RASSLIN Wrestling, the southern pronunciation of wrestling. So at No Bones Wrestling, just go there, and it's pinned to the top. The rules are pinned to the top. Very simple. Just like the post, retweet the post, and follow us on X, and you get entered. And this contest is only open to people who live in the 48 continental United States. So sorry, international viewers and Hawaii and Alaska people. I'm sorry. I'm not shipping this all over the world. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's it. So check out the giveaway on X. Like I said, it's pinned to the top of the feed. Very easy to find. Share it with your friends and whomever. And yeah, we will see you at 6:25 tomorrow night. And like I said, we're starting with the 0 hour. We're starting 5 minutes before the 0 hour, where they'll have, usually they do 2 or 3 matches. And so in the 0 hour, we will be discussing the matches and the angles, concerning the matches. And just general AEW news and things like that. We'll talk a bit, like I said, because there's only 3 matches on the 0 hour, so we'll talk about other things quite a bit. And then of course the pay-per-view begins at 8 and goes till whenever, I don't know, 11:30 midnight. We'll see. So yeah, join us 6:25 tomorrow. Thanks for being with us tonight. For those of you who are, and now my dog knows what's going on. Every time I end a show, she's right here because she's going to get walked.
Thank them for joining us in the chat.
Yeah, thanks for joining us in the chat, everybody. FazB, RB065, people we see a lot. We appreciate it. Connie the Cook,
Tyler.
Eric Tate, Tyler Castellar, Daniel Garcia, all you folks, everybody we talk to, we really appreciate it. We always love talking to you. And yeah, so like I said, people who watched us live, thank you. People who are watching us after the fact or listening to us after the fact, we appreciate that too. And as I said, you can watch this on X, on YouTube, on K Fabulous's Twitch channel, or you can listen to it wherever you get podcasts. And the same 4-hour all out preview, same deal. So yeah, we'll see you 6:25 tomorrow. And as Mick Foley would say, have a nice day. Bye, everybody. Thank you.